Do you know where I can acquire some of this calamite?
He looks down, pulls off his pinky toe.
Cedric will like, because he wants it. He'll go,
What the heck is going on here?
You've initiated combat. Here we go.
I'm fighting him now.
Welcome back to Wicked Initiative.
Woo!
You all ready?
We
We're gonna have a
Wait a
big
minute.
session.
we're ready to see you.
All right.
Since we're first.
Quick recap. You guys left the crazy temple place and headed onward towards Gorthak's Maw, this kind of strange canyon that you had one motive, and that was to find Ironhide. Caleb, he had said something about the Feldspar conglomerate, which was, you guys found out later on, a group of Caleb Dur that were located in Gorthak's Maw, just chilling in a tunnel. You guys got there and realized that the place was a little bit off. It was dark. The necrotic magic weren't quite working the same way. Nixel kind of like experimented a little bit with that. Either way, you guys spend the night without going down into Gorthak's Maw and proceed to venture into it and do a little bit of investigating in the middle of the night, but eventually come back and all go down together. You guys bring bones with, I believe it was 5 of your tusks.
Yes.
That you had acquired from the boar earlier, and brought it to this tunnel, which had a lot of kind of ivory tablets and pictograms on the walls of the tunnel as you progressed, seemingly telling some sort of story. You guys get into this main kind of semicircle area, and you meet 3 Caleb Dur, Lemon. You met Elder Clay, and also Ig. You guys find out that the fire bloom was cultivated, but then it was destroyed by masked cultists of some sort, and that the last of the fire bloom was within Caleb's hands. You guys requested, and along with Elder Clay, that he give it up for a ritual in which you used the nectar of the gods that Nixel had acquired from the temple in sparing Elder Clay's life in the ritual. Did some fancy ritual and smashed it into Gax's chest, which now he has kind of like a blossoming flower just in his chest cavity. After all of this happened, you guys did a little bit of talking about trying to meander through this place safely. But before anything happened with it, Gax noticed a couple of constellations that lined up on the wall that led him to a spot which had a nightingale in the floor under where Lemon was kind of just a boulder before, kind of sitting on it. He said his name in Druidic, and a thin column rose out of the ground that popped open with another stone tablet that had Druidic notches and things for him to read. As he did this, a mote of silver pinkish starlight came out of the tube, and you guys saw a astral projection of a lizard folk. You can't really see what kind of color or anything that he was because of the nature of the projection, but it immediately collapses and flies back out the tunnel, and Gax follows it in haste. And that's where we'll begin our story this evening. Gax doesn't return for a minute or two as you hear the distant sprinting off. You're just there with Elder Clay, Lemon and Ig, and Caleb, who are chilling in this small room that is kind of dimly lit with those kind of greenish yellow hue flames in the corners, tucked into notches along the walls. Well, he was off in a hurry.
It seems it's probably good that he followed it.
Aren't you going to go after him?
It's not the first time he's run off.
Fair enough. What can I do for you? You said you needed some supplies, right? Echo stones?
Yes. Yes, and some ivory pickaxes as well, please.
All right, then.
More than one.
Lemon,
Yes.
let's get to work. As they kind of meander over, they take 2 of the tusks. He says, we're going to need 1 for each item. 1 for the pickaxe, 1 for the stones. Is that all right?
Is there anything else you could possibly make for us?
No, only ivory.
Is there any other ivory things you can make for us?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, what in perhaps? What would you need?
I mean,
Each thing requires 1 tusk. It's just the nature of the work.
your craftsmanship seems beyond amazing for what we've seen in the tunnels.
Well, I appreciate that.
Could you perhaps enhance any of the weapons we have?
Unfortunately, no. The magic that is destroying this land prevents us from that.
Could you explain how these echo stones are going to help us here?
Well, you see, these echo stones are made of very intense magic. They allow you to hear hollow spaces, hear the memories of places. All right? Using one of these stones, you can locate fissures before they truly happen. And this place is filled with them, especially when the great beast is nearby.
Fissures.
Fissures, large cracks in the ground that you can easily fall through.
I'm assuming these are magical in nature.
I'm not quite certain. They don't hold memory. So I can't tell. They reform every now and again. And I think it's a bit of a duality between the 2 presences. As you know, there used to be a dragon that lived in these lands. A moonstone dragon, one of the Fey realm. Hence why it's such a interesting duo between the 2. You see the green grass outside, but yet we're covered in darkness.
We did sense something off about the maw. There's a pulling sensation. It pulls at one's
Life. Healing spells will be of much less use to you here.
Is there anything, any type of magic that is amplified by the effects?
Just strained, not amplified.
You say healing spells have less effect here. In what sense?
They just aren't as potent. The magic is nullified by the shadows. Now, it may still work if you are strong enough, but It is definitely reduced.
The tusk for the echo stones, how many are you able to make with the tusk? You said one per?
I have enough to make one echo stone for you all.
One echo stone for each of us.
One
For
echo stone total.
One echo stone total.
For how many tusks? For one tusk?
For one tusk, you can make.
You would not need more than
And
one.
one tusk.
It should be able to suffice for the entire party if you stay close to one another. What's that? What's so funny?
Yes.
How big is this stone? This is a large tusk.
It's like this.
Oh my.
You carry it around.
I don't think you'll be able to hold on to this one, Nixel.
You could still fight with one.
Star will be holding it.
And
Oh,
how,
true.
and how do these echo stones work? Do we need to activate them, or are they proximity?
It's a rather quick interaction. It doesn't take a lot to use. They're pretty. I mean, they're full of magic.
Yes, but what I mean is, do they alert us, or do we need to do something with it, or?
I suspect it's more akin to a monitoring type of magic, like a scrying.
It has its other uses, but I'll let you find those out on your own.
Lovely.
Interesting.
So, are we agreed?
One echo stone, one pickaxe?
Cedric will point to his empty scabbard on his back. I've lost my weapon, and the only thing I have other than that is my little one-handed crossbow. Do you perhaps happen to know how to make ivory-tipped bolts or things of the such?
Unfortunately not. But you can wield the pickaxe. It is strong enough.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's made of dense rock and the native beasts of the lands.
Excellent.
It's hardy.
Excellent. I am not proficiently trained in a pickaxe.
You better get practicing.
I think
Lemon-
Lemon probably just chokes a little bit on a rock here, like in the background.
Alright, so how long is it gonna take to make these things?
3 hours.
So we're in agreement?
Yes.
Any pointers you could give us on strategies, ways to approach?
Not really. The last rocks that went out there, well, ground to pebbles. That's why I say safe in here.
I think before they, unless I want to say anything, but before they start working, Cedric would want to go talk to Lemon specifically.
Yes,
I must say, Lemon, was it?
yes, Lemon.
Your scent has a very homey memory to it. It's very similar to the scents I grew up with. What kind of stone did you say you were?
I am Calamite.
Calabite. Do you know what it requires?
Calamite.
Calamite. Apologies.
Mighty.
Apologies, yes, very, very much so. Do you know where I can acquire some of this calamite?
He looks down, pulls off his pinky toe.
Cedric will like, because he wants it. He'll go,
You initiate combat. Here we go.
I'm fighting him now.
Thanks.
Cedric wants it, but he's still like, it's his pinky, so he'll take it. Thank you, Lemon. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Put the
I wouldn't
toast.
Arga
say I'm
sees
a-
this like,
I wouldn't say I'm a scholar, but
Wow.
a gentleman I'll take.
And he leaves Lemon to his devices.
He looks down and goes, "That was my favorite toe."
beg him for it.
I'm gonna put that in my
Don't worry,
diet.
it's a minerals deposit. It'll grow.
Bro?
Yeah,
So you'll grow
I think he
another one?
needs hit on him, not
on me.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get a little lemon.
No,
in my
no,
pockets.
no. A lemonette.
A lemonade, exactly.
Pulling up in a lemon, as they say.
lemon light.
No.
I'm adding this as a cut thing, man.
You help us fight, we'll have lemonade.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Oh, that beat.
Yeah, that one's better.
Well then, they get going. They take the two ivory tusks. They start banging away with their fists, and like you see them kind of crushing up a lot of like different rocks that are tucked in the back. They're kind of just stacked up like one of those like mounds that fell off the side of a wall, and they're like fishing through it, kind of like they toss it. You hear like toot, toot, as it falls behind them. If you guys don't have it, what are you guys gonna do for these 3 hours, real quick? If it's nothing crazy, then we can just skip ahead to it for brevity's sake.
I would like.
And obviously, so during this time, also Gax would come back, kind of like out of breath a little bit, and he would probably go meditate in a corner.
Cedric would also be meditating somewhere.
I'm kind of curious about the fissures. Is there any go on at this moment, or can I? Because otherwise, I'm fine with moving on. That was my only inquiry on.
You want to ask him about the fissures?
Not Gax, but one of the Feldspar.
Sure. Lemon and Elder Clay are the ones working, so Ig is available, and so is Caleb.
Ig, I have a question about these fissures.
Yes, the fishes.
Are these physical, or are these more
Environmental.
environmental? I'm trying to understand because I think they have some significance beyond just corrupting the area around us.
I mean, I've gone out a couple of times, and whenever the big beast was nearby, it's almost as if he had some way of controlling them. And then as he left, they would reform, as if the earth was recreating itself.
So it's almost like his being present disrupts the land further, and it turns to normal.
Yes, you could say that. That's very insightful of you.
I have my moments. I'm guessing, well, I'm guessing none of you know much more beyond that, since it requires being near Ironhide.
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, guess there's not much. I'll have to do my own research at this point. Thank you.
My pleasure.
That's it.
Boulders up. Anyone else?
I'm going to go over to Caleb. Caleb,
Yes, hello.
I know you might not want to face the big beastie, seeing as you lost your brother to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I had an idea in mind.
What is it?
This Echo Stone, I'm not sure it's a good idea for any one of us to carry it while we try to. I think we're gonna need all power we can get against Ironhide.
You asking me to carry it?
Yes.
We
But I
can have bones sticking out.
bones.
Take bones into battle?
I guess I could.
No,
I
keep him here.
I have a way to ward people from harm.
Are you sure it's going to work in this place?
Yes. It's given in a divine way.
Give me a persuasion check.
I never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Sweet. 19.
A ward. I suppose if you say it will work, then I guess I could trust you. And if we get out of this alive, you would be my new brother.
That's good to hear. I think. You don't happen to know how far a distance we'd have to be away from one another?
I got no idea. I didn't even know this place existed. Only heard about it. Also, I'm not entirely sure I know how to wield an Echo Stone.
Well,
It is magic in nature, and I'm just a rock.
none of us particularly know how, but. But I'm sure we could work together to teach you and make sure that it works in a quick and easy way.
Well, I guess we could try.
We could.
Okay.
Great. It'd be lovely to have you on the battlefield.
Oh, that's scary. You see his like rock, like crumbles of like pebbles and things that kind of like fall off in tremors.
No worries. Tamara will protect you.
Tomorrow? We're not going to get him today.
No. She's a dragon.
Who's a dragon?
Tamara.
Tomorrow.
See.
What is that?
I'm just sitting here
I am so
reading, like,
confused.
watching him bumble, like, I thought he said tomorrow, too, not tomorrow.
She a dragon you know?
Well, she's a divine being, yes.
Oh, so she can't help us.
She can. She lends me her power.
Not so direct.
Oh, that's how you wield magic.
Yes.
I see. Oh,
I'm the one that has a bit more of a direct application.
you're quite an interesting group, I'll take it, that's for sure. But I guess I should rest up since I'm going into battle. Boulders up.
I do approach you quietly, say,
Zarzaros, are you sure this is such a good idea, bringing Caleb into the combat?
If he keeps his distance, I don't think it will be an issue. And if he can wield it and let us know where the fissures are gonna spring up, we have a better chance of keeping all of our focus on Ironhide.
I think Ironhide has some ability to alter the terrain of its general area. I don't know if keeping distance is going to be easy. And Caleb is not a combatant.
You're right. Perhaps it is endangering him too much.
I never told you that I left the Edgelands of my own volition. I've always... Me being around people has never been good for their health. So I'm a little wary to bring tag-alongs.
Let's see if he can even wield the stone before we rule him out.
Alright. I head back to see how Gax is doing.
Cool. Anything else from the people who haven't spoken up yet?
Yes, Nixel. Actually, you know what? I don't think there's going to be anything in here, but I'm going to try anyway. Nixel is looking around for anything that might be putrid and festering / stinking.
Not what I was expecting.
Something edible.
Okay.
In any form of the word.
Rotten flesh.
Rotten flesh. Anything. If it can be eaten by anything, he's looking for that.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's investigation, right?
Yes.
Yes, I have a 17.
17. You look in some deep crevices that are kind of tucked underneath in some of the corners of the room. And as you peek through a hole, you realize this was a mouse hole. Give me... And you hear the slightest squeaking of a rodent. Just give me an attack roll. The DC to hit is a 10.
16.
You dexterously slide your hand in there, squeeze on, and you just start as you bring it back out, you just wham! One time, knock the thing out cold. Pop its neck. And now you have some dead meat.
Would you say this is rotten meat?
I would say yes. It will be soon, at least.
Beautiful.
Is it still dark outside, the magical darkness?
So it's not magical. I mean, yes, in nature it is magical, but the darkness emanates even through this cave. So it's dim light in here, other than those like oil lanterns that are in the alcoves in the side of the walls.
I'm gonna go.
Guys, I'm gonna go out at the edge of the cave while they're crafting this stuff. I'm just gonna listen for Ironhide. I'll watch you if he's coming.
So you're going out and just gonna kind of
Sit at the
entrance. Alrighty. Give me a perception check. And before I'll hold off on that result until I get
12.
12. Anything from me, Aries?
Sitting on the floor,
You're not at least
cross.
you could join me.
I mean, yeah, sure. I guess if you go on the lookout, I would probably do that. I don't want to just.
Give me a perception check as well.
Can I say if they're leaving, Cedric, who is in the corner doing his little meditative prayers, as he notices people are leaving, kind of opens his eye, notices people are going mid prayer, and he'll take out Lemon's toe.
Oh.
When he thinks no one's watching it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
You said
done.
it smells citrusy.
I am
It is.
done.
It does smell good.
It's just funny.
That's going on the reels. That's going on highlights.
Just making sure no one, like, because he knows people will judge, but he loves the smell. So he just secret.
Unbelievable.
What a freak. We're so glad that me and Bosco didn't see. We would blow the heck out of you.
We're gonna be walking in the savannah. You'll be like, I'll be in the back. Right? I'll say, Argar sees it.
Actually, can I roll?
Yeah.
Hide it. You said you're trying to hide it. So what am I doing? Sleight of hand. Actually, yeah, no. Can you do sleight of hand? That's a good one.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
If I see this, I'm going to steal the trophy
I
from
roll.
you.
I'm going against everyone's passive.
Oh, okay.
16.
16.
no.
Everybody got a 1.
Never mind. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Are you going against somebody's what?
The only one who would notice would be Gax, but I'd say he's probably tucked in a corner, either talking to Aragar or something else.
And would he really care?
And he would not care.
No.
It
If
would
anything,
seem
he'd be like,
normal
"Yeah,
to
I-"
him.
No,
yeah.
you wouldn't.
He's
Don't
sniffed
drag
quite
me
a few
down with
rocks
you.
before.
Sniffed rock.
He's
He'd be like,
probably eaten a couple as well.
Yeah, this is what you do with frogs.
How else would you figure out what it is?
Yes.
or he's just being like,
It smells nice though.
okay, Cedric gets away with it this time.
Yeah, this time.
So are you heading on out with that?
No. He's
Okay,
the corner of the
Just
side of the
noticing
sea,
it.
with the sea that they're leaving, so there's less of a chance for people to see him sniff
Okay.
the lemony stuff.
Okay. Daddy issues
Did
is
you
great.
agree
Playable.
if the-
That was a total success.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
Sneaking little
11.
whiffs of
11 and a
it.
12.
It smells like
I'm not doing too great.
What did you?
11. 11 and 12.
As you guys walk out there
Or it's gonna be in front.
into the darkness, you hear the licking of the thing. As the flames are just like licking against the side, sitting there. You do hear a in the distance, about a mile off. Estimated.
Oh shit! That's not good! I don't know how much this little spoon's about. I don't know, what do you think over there, Blondie?
Oh god. Yeah, I don't know, bud. But I'm not a fan of putting Caleb in danger.
You just sort of yell, Caleb.
Yeah, it echoes. Caleb. I'm not a fan.
So what are you gonna do when this thing comes here?
What am I gonna do? What are you gonna do,
Oh,
Moscow?
I know exactly what I'm gonna do. You won't have a game plan, and there's a
Listen,
30-foot ball.
listen, Moscow. I'm not a planner. I just wing it.
I think you and I sit at the entrance of this cave because that thing's so big can't get in here. We just we're gonna shoot our bow arrows until the thing drops. You reckon just you and I say let them run out and do whatever the heck they're gonna do, and we'll just shoot the thing.
I mean, yeah, we can definitely stay in the back. We'll keep a good surrounding. I mean, they need us, obviously.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Cool. So eventually, the hammering and punching of rock and stones comes to a finish, and Elder Clay pipes up. Well, we've got the pickaxe, and we have the echo stone, and you can see the pickaxe has this beautiful kind of like polished granite handle, and on the edge it's pretty sharp. It's got these points on it, and it's made of the tusk itself. It's the ivory on top, and it's intermixed. You can see some like dust of like some fine rock and stone that's been mixed into it to make it denser. and he hands it to
Nixel.
Nixel. And then you also see in his other hand he's carrying what looks to be not a very nice looking product. It's just like a small boulder about this big, but it has kind of like a spiral bit in the center that has, it just looks like ivory's been smashed into it. But as he hands that to you, you can see as it touches your hand, you feel within you a reverberation. You feel as you kind of like glitch for a second. One echo stone, one pickaxe. I don't know if you need to sit down and identify these or anything so that you can understand them, but I mean, our rock culture doesn't, but you guys may need to.
Well, I would identify these, but I don't have a pearl with me at the moment.
You need a pearl?
That's right.
How much? Just any pearl?
It needs to be relatively valuable.
How valuable?
I'd say. And actually,
It should tell you.
can I roll for this? I know it'll tell me, but I'd rather roll for it. No, actually, you know what? Forget it. It needs to be about 100 gold, I think.
100 gold pearl?
Yes.
Let me see here. Levin, can you go check if we have any pearls? And Levin's like, he doesn't even go look. He goes, absolutely not. We don't have any pearls. Well, can you make one? Possibly. If I had more ivory. I would just need one.
A 30 gold ivory tusk for.
I thought you
I mean,
100
this
gold
will
pearl.
be number 3, I think. So.
But what is this for? Is to get a pearl to do what?
to
To
cast
identify.
identify.
Cast identify. What's that?
Tell me about
It-
Lets me learn everything. there is to know.
minority spell.
Does anyone remember how much
35.
we brought down here?
Oh, you brought 5.
We brought 5.
Okay,
I've already used
so I would
2.
I would hand over another one then.
Do you need to cast it twice, or how many items can you identify?
I just need a pearl. It doesn't consume the pearl. Oh, I guess it does because it has a gold cost.
Yeah.
So we need 2 of those, right?
Yeah, so we'd need to give him 2 more tusks. I mean, they're 30
Sir Paul, I
gold
don't mind
pieces.
waiting.
35 gold.
I
Yeah,
can
but
show
that
you.
look
I
like
only
you-
need the one.
For 2 pearls.
You need 2 pearls?
That's correct.
It uses up this. It uses up the pearl.
Yeah, because it's got a gold cost.
Does it say which the spell consumes?
It doesn't say that, but typically I think gold cost
No,
components.
if
get
it says
consumed,
it-
right?
It should say
Yeah.
which the spell consumes.
It doesn't say that, so we're good with the one then.
Cool. So you hand him the one tusk.
Yes, and then after that I would.
Lennon takes it. He takes out that little ivory eyeglass, looks it over real quickly, and then you see him like smash it on the ground and just start gobbling it. He just starts shoving it into his mouth.
No.
And then a minute later he goes,
Oh no.
"Oh, I don't feel so
Oh,
good." As a little white pearl pops out. He looks on the ground. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
There you are, my friend.
In this, in everyone's view,
In everyone's view.
Relatively
Other than
disgusting.
you two.
This is why I was willing to wait.
Relatively
You just gonna snip
disgusted.
your toes
Give that
more?
no. Give the
Nixel
pearl.
would
It smells like lemon.
Oh my god.
You give me the side eye. This smells like lemon.
I'm just like Nixel would reluctantly take it with his 2 fingers and look at Lemon and just like scowl at him almost. He's like, "This is the only way you know how to do this," kind of. And he drops it in his hand, and then he.
Here, look it over. He hands you his little eyeglass. Make sure it's to your standards.
And you wonder where the eyeglass has been.
Stop it.
That's how they make everything.
I mean,
yeah, so Nixel looks it over. It looks good. It's pretty valuable, so he hands his eyeglass back.
Well, I'm
And,
glad you are pleased.
Nixel goes over to a corner, or rather, not really a corner. He just whips out his tinker's tools, and he clamps. He creates 2 basic shelves, like little stands, where he can put the pickaxe, like the handle on one end and the pickaxe side on the other, and then one stand with like a bowl to hold the other stone. And then he's gonna cast Identify twice, but it's basically just standing on the stands, and then he's pulling out his monocle again and looking it over.
As you pull out your monocle. Ah, yes. The identify spell again. Here it is, the Echo Stone. And as for the pickaxe, it is not a magical item, it is just a pickaxe.
Imagine if you had to use up 2 pearls for that.
Imagine me spending a spell slot for that.
So now, you have the magic item to read over, and hand it to whoever you deem fit.
Well, I will read over that as we get moving. In the meantime, Nixel would take the pickaxe and looking at Mr. Boohoo over here, he'd be like, "You're in need of a weapon."
Me. I'm very capable of casting magic, you know. But
Healing magic, that'll be muted.
I can do other such things.
Oh.
But he still takes it, though feels a little about it. He puts the pickaxe in the sheath where his sword
By
would
the
go.
handle.
By the handle. So the like pointy parts are sticking out.
No, I love it.
That's great.
So the pickaxe is going to be, I think, the equivalent of a warhammer. Is that the one that does a D8?
Yeah, Warhammer does a D8.
Right.
Will the healing
You
be muted from the
should.
paladin?
I
As well.
martial weapons.
Yeah, Warhammer's a martial weapon.
What is martial
You don't
weapons?
know.
I am proficient in it.
You
Yeah.
have no idea.
Martial weapons is like a broad, like anything in that category. You
Oh shit.
So yeah, was it warhammer?
I think so.
But it won't be doing bludgeoning. It will be doing piercing.
Yes.
Or it'd be like a war pick, but I think it's the same sound.
Oh, maybe it is a war pick. That's what I meant.
Yeah, war pick. I can check real fast if you need.
I am proficient in it, but
1d8, yeah, piercing. And it's a martial weapon, so yeah, you are proficient in it. So.
it's so silly.
Cool. As you guys finish up your conversations, well, if there's nothing else you need from us, it's been a grand meeting, and I hope that you all survive.
Thank you for the aid and providing us with the materials we needed to hopefully purge this place of blight.
I do hope you do. It used to be such a fantastic place to be a boulder. I remember sitting out on the front porch and just letting the rays beat on.
As he
My
sits going into this,
flints-like
I
self.
ripped out.
Yeah.
I head out to
I'm like, are we
other
out there?
That's what I was going for.
Yes, after the Echo Stone is identified, Nixel would be looking for Ares.
Is Caleb going with?
Well, I need to know about the Echo Stone.
Me.
Nixel would acknowledge you and say, I think there may be a better user for this. I just have to confirm first.
What does it do?
No, soon enough.
You've been hanging around with Cedric too much.
Oh.
Who knows him?
As you guys start to make your way out of the tunnel, you guys meet up with your friends Ares and Bosco.
We
And
good?
I would have told Caleb to come with me.
And now that Nixel is with everybody, he would say, now that I only need to say this once, he'd explain the Echo Stone to everybody.
Go ahead and read it.
On action phase, twice per long rest, as a bonus action, you can create an echo of yourself that allows you to transport to a position from a previous round. This does not provoke opportunity attacks, and at the end of your turn, your echo snaps back. It also has a ability called Detection. As a bonus action, you can send out a pulse of energy from your location to determine hollow areas in a 20-foot radius. It illuminates the edges, and it also has another ability called Echo Memory. Concentrating for 1 minute, one can draw upon the power of the stone to hear echoes of past events that transpired within caverns and mountain ranges, which you get advantage on history checks in those environments. And so that is, after he explains it, he would say, I know Ares uses a longbow. I don't know what your capabilities are with blades, but if you're good at wielding them, then I would think this would be a perfect tool for you in this upcoming battle.
On me. No one else has any objections, I guess.
While it is an interesting device, I have no objections.
I agree. Caleb, thank you for being so willing. Perhaps
Caleb should stay here with his people.
yes.
All right.
But we appreciate your boldness.
I would
Your
still
boldness.
love his. I would still love those stones.
I will make sure we retrieve those stones for you.
Thank you.
Anything
Do
for
they
your
just
boldness.
look like normal stones?
It's his balls.
Right.
Wizards
Interesting.
don't have those. At
He,
least I don't
he
think.
tries to look a little closer. We don't
I
have
am-
those.
Not going to entertain this conversation.
I'm gonna go across. I bet you. What is it for me about?
That looks so perfect in the His look when he's just like matched it with stuff.
All right. So yeah, what's next for you guys? You guys send Kayla back in. Gax is with you. You guys are looking out into this canyon that's just got green grass. It's dark. You can't quite tell what time it is, but based on the passage of time that it feels like, it's probably about noon.
Does Gax still have Nyx going on ahead?
He does have him, and he has had eyesight on him for a while, and it's slowly making its way towards you guys, your area.
Ironhide?
Yes.
Oh.
Bob,
Has he told us this information?
Guys, the boar is coming towards us.
No, that should be really good.
We should be careful. Maybe I don't know. He's pretty big. He's about 25 feet tall.
While he explains that, I start to weave some magic together, and I cast False Life on myself.
How long until he gets here?
30 minutes, maybe?
Do we have time to set a trap?
30 minutes is a decent amount of time. Or do we want to take this a little further away from the conglomerate?
It might be best that we take it further away. Head out, face.
And as you guys are sort of like maneuvering outward a little bit more, you can now hear the distant thum, thum, thum of all the steps that are taking place.
Should anyone feel weak, just tell me and I can ward you for a short time.
Before the board gets there, I want Cedric is planning on casting bless. So right as soon as I feel like combat's about to begin, he's gonna cast bless on Zarzaros, Ares, and Argar.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So
I love
that-
it.
that's-
You and
So that side of the table.
Yeah, you and Nixel have been on Cedric's bad side.
All right, good to know.
I'm gonna summon the thought.
The Thok has been summoned. Yes. What are we killing today?
Well, I don't think you're ready for this one. I mean,
I'm always ready.
we're
What do you
like
mean?
3 feet tall, man, and this boar is. This thing is. I mean, look at the footprints around here.
And look at the bones.
I've seen bigger.
You're gonna have to be crafty over there. So I don't know what to do. I might be hiding.
He sort of like nudges into the back of your leg. He goes, "We can take him."
Oh, I've got a plan if you're willing to do what I say.
It would be my life's honor.
Oh, I love to hear it.
While everyone is gathered, Nixel would begin hastily working on another protector cannon.
Okay.
And he'd be whispering as he built it.
And I need marching order.
Cedric is in.
I'm gonna probably
back as
take.
possible.
I'm probably gonna be up in front, but I don't know. Let's see, you're up there.
Cedric wants to be the last person.
I'll be near the front, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be behind Zarzaros then if we can.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Back.
Everyone's
always bringing
fighting
up
for
the
the
back.
back. Everyone's fighting.
I'm
for the
always
back.
in the because I want to see what's going on, and then I can be more
Okay.
ranged if I need to before I.
Cedric doesn't mind going right after you.
Gax, I'll just put in the middle.
Right after Aries.
Huh?
Yeah, like you're last and I'm right after.
Oh yes.
Nixel, where are you?
Well, I'm confused. You're last.
Are you
Oh,
walking or
okay. I thought
flying?
you said you were
No,
flying.
no, no, no.
At the moment, I'm on the ground because I'm going to use my bonus action to use the protector cannon and give everyone. while
Okay,
we're all
so
together.
where are you in the party then?
I'm probably flying.
I thought you were walking.
No, probably. Well, no, I'd be flying.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood the question.
Yeah, I can.
I just need to make sure everyone is within 10 feet of me.
Oh, can I also?
That's all.
Cedric also wants to prepare another action. Can you do that?
So you would be. So when the battle starts, you're casting your action before thing for less.
Yes.
So
can
it
I
depends on the
cast?
other
Can I cast my I have a bonus action cast that I would have to cast as well,
Okay.
which is spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Hell yeah. So right when the battle starts, blast and spiritual.
All right. And with that.
Yes, because the spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Alrighty.
But I thought you could only cast one spell per round. Has that changed in the new
It just
rules?
says
I'm not so.
Casting two
Oh
spells.
yes, that's two spells. So basically, you have to choose one or the other. You have to save one for the start of combat.
That's right. You can only use a magic action to cast a spell or bonus action, but not both.
So it doesn't matter if one's an action, it's a bonus action. Then plus.
Yeah.
Okay, so no spiritual weapon. You'll save that for
Yes.
in combat.
Yes, yes.
At this time, everyone would gain 11 temporary hit.
Hell yeah.
That's because I have 12. So
You can have more.
you can't stack.
Oh, you can't stack?
Yeah. Basically, whatever is the highest value
Is what you
is the 10 hit points you get.
So yeah, you see Nixel kind of floating above you guys, and he's got that little like contraption on him, and it just as it creates this like magical shield barrier around you, except for you,
Which is like a slightly
you
like
have
different
kind of
hue.
like I'm gonna say you what it's got like this like dark like
Probably
kind of
maybe like a
smoky
dark
energy.
purplish or dark reddish kind
Yeah,
of.
kind of smoky energy that's just sort of emanating around you in a similar style to this shield that has now encompassed your body. I'm gonna say the shield has a little bit of like cog work in it,
Oh,
kind of like
sick.
keeping it all together like a puzzle.
Oh, sick.
Um,
Do we have time to set a trap for this thing? Anything that can slow it down? I have rope.
I don't think
You
your
have hemp
puny rope is gonna do anything
You're
against
gonna
this.
stop a boar with
Not
hemp
stop it, but
rope?
maybe trip it.
I think it's gonna break your rope if I'm being honest.
Oh, I still got the scent glands.
I'm desperate here, guys.
Now's the time to use them.
Never mind. Actually,
Give me a
that's
quick
good.
perception check from all of you.
I think the boar's getting impatient with us.
23.
You want me to roll the too?
7.
You want me to roll the axe too?
No, don't worry about him.
think it's up
Yeah.
Also, anyone without dark vision, you're at disadvantage.
Oh, shoot.
Do I get roll? Do I get advantage or no? Just roll right.
Just regular.
Really?
Kidding me?
It's 7.
Yeah,
Is
dim
that
light.
dark out?
Dim light is disadvantage.
15.
And dark and no light.
That was
is
your
you
lower?
can't see. You're blinded.
Oh. That makes you feel.
I rolled so good. If I was rolling at disadvantage, would I re-roll a 1 for luck, or no? That's my disadvantage.
No, you can re-roll all your ones once.
Oh, well, it's at disadvantage.
So what was your other roll?
8.
8, 15.
Oh, 1 and a.
Nat 20 doesn't count disadvantage.
No, because you take the lower result.
That's painful. I had 4.
4,
7.
7.
7.
4.
Wow, really low roll.
Yeah, that's not great.
So the 15,
Yeah.
you actually the only one that notices. I mean, I guess Gax would probably notice because he's still tracking it with Nyx, but you see about 200, 300 feet away on the other side, you're walking down what is kind of like a divided canyon. It's got like a much narrower strip, and it curves along the side, but in the middle section that's curving, it's not completely formed rock. It's kind of like a shallow wall, as if the water that came through this canyon hasn't quite eroded that space yet in the middle.
So like it goes from
So it
one
breaks
to
into like two, yeah.
Okay.
So you think one big one, and then you've got this wall slit that curves around, and then there's 2 sides to it.
Do they
And
meet?
he's on the other side, and because he's so big, you can see the top of him. And actually, what you see is this dark brown, matted, thick fur that's just encompassing everywhere. And along its back, it's got like ivory tusks that are like poking out in spots they shouldn't be. And then as he's moving his head, and you hear the stomping, the tusks aren't the normal like down. They come around the side and go up like this. And at the top, you can see an electric charge.
Bro.
Oh, okay. Cedric will see that and go, guys, we have company.
It's the cute Nixon.
And he seems supercharged. And then he explains the electric crackle of the tusks.
That could be problematic.
Why is that?
I kind of look down at the armor that I'm wearing.
I see that. I see that.
That is the problem.
I step
Are
forward.
there, is there any water anywhere near us?
No.
No. Okay. So there's no puddles to avoid.
Yeah, no, it's just that kind of like lush, grassy ground mixed with that sandstone side walls. Alright, I need all of you. It seems like you guys are out of ideas. Let's
Yeah.
move into initiative. And we'll be right back after the break. And we're back. Let's get on with the combat. You guys, we have our initiative up. Let me go grab the map, and then we'll begin.
Why didn't you grab it earlier?
Because we like reactions. Don't
We
we?
want the ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, we
not-
can, but still, it would have been on there. So you don't know that we.
Do you? Would you potentially be more effective at a higher initiative?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I
No.
should go last because I heal.
Oh, I thought you want to go
No,
higher.
he.
No.
Or at least or before Ironhide.
What sucks is that, yeah.
I rolled a
The
3.
people
and I
who
get
should go
+1.
first
Do you
are
think
the
you-
Zarzaros and potentially Aragar.
Do you think you'd be better off because I have the alert for my criminal abilities? I can do an initiative swap with a party member that agrees.
sick.
So if you
Curtain,
want to
curtain.
switch with me,
Cedric,
I
can you
will.
move the curtain?
Because
Oh, the crew.
I don't know if you would be more effective higher up,
You
right?
can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Maybe.
Where are you? Are you right before him
You
though?
want to switch?
Not really, but kind of at the same time.
Not really.
I'm scared of making myself a target. This is interesting.
Oh, you're not. You're like right after. I guess it's something.
No, I go and then Ironhide is like, oh,
I'm getting in line. Also, that's sick.
I'm getting
awesome.
I'm getting
So you
line
guys are
right
over
now. This is the
here.
Canyon.
Were you guys coming? So the boar is here.
Mhm.
Are you wanting to be on this side or this side to start combat?
Do we know what side he's on?
He's here.
But do we know that?
Well, yes, because I saw it.
Because you saw
Oh, right.
he saw
You
him
rolled
over
high.
top of these crags here.
If we start on the other side,
Oh,
can we
he's all
see
the way
him
over
through
there.
the rocks?
Huh?
If we start on this side, can we see through the rocks? Like through
You
the
can
spaces?
see him over top of it. Like these aren't going up high enough to block him, so you could technically shoot over the rock and hit him.
Oh, then I say we start on the other side.
So here,
I say we start on that side. To get some
That's
what we're
cheeky,
going with.
cheeky pokes.
Zara was in the front. Aragar was close behind.
Yep.
Is that like a one-time use for long rest or something? Or what is it?
Gax would have been here with you guys as well.
Swap
It
initiative.
just says
We
swap
have-
initiative. Immediately after you roll initiative, you can swap your initiative with the initiative of one willing ally in the same combat.
I think you should take
I just don't know that, like, I would only be moving
Nick
up
Solt,
to.
where are you flying
Yes,
out
but that's,
here?
but if he doesn't use it, nothing happens.
If anyone wants to switch with boss,
I'm switching my initiative with Bosco.
oh,
okay.
oh,
So Bosco goes
See?
first.
So we're gonna start it up.
Actually, that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I love leading the way. I mean,
My
Is
goodness.
that one of your alert? Your
for the
features?
the criminal ability.
So we've
I
got.
don't know
the
why.
back
Why
end.
is it a
It's like
criminal
a
ability,
once
but it
per
says
combat, I think.
willingly?
All right,
What
everyone's
is
on
criminal?
board. Cool.
The criminal
And
would
now
be
let's
like,
bring
well, I'm
up the
switching
big
it.
guy.
Everything with consent.
Oh my
My
goodness.
That is awesome.
That's cool.
Dang.
So let's
Wow.
go there.
What?
That's cool.
Yeah,
And
we
that's,
need,
like,
we need some
was he, like-
images of that for social.
Alrighty. Let's get going.
That's so sick.
We're blessed. Is that our yellow?
Oh, I love the music.
I'm scared.
I am also scared.
Is there any way I can get out here?
All right.
This is a
He-
tall
wall.
side.
He
This
goes
is
first
the
and
only
goes away.
short stuff. This goes up like 40 feet up.
Can I fly up on top of it?
I mean, you could on your turn.
Compared to last time.
Bosco, you're up.
Okay.
Let's go, Bosco. They're
How
rocking
close
with the
would I
lemon
have to be to the Ironhide to see it?
So you rolled your perception was pretty low, right? So yeah, you'd be at definitely disadvantage for this attack.
Well, then I'm.
But he did alert you to it. It's just a tough shot, obviously.
Well, I'm not shooting. Vithak and I were just gonna move closer to Ironhide.
The thought's moving. Or
Actually, tuck me in that corner, please. Oh yeah, tuck me in the corner. Or no, I don't like that. I'd like to be up against the center rock. Yeah, just anywhere along the center.
5.
Here we go.
This is
Can you fire at him from there?
And then the thought would move up with me.
up here.
Yes. And I'm gonna use my action to hide.
Okay. Give me a roll for stealth. You're at advantage because of the dim light.
Oh, okay. 15.
15. Yeah, you find a good nook and cranny to sort of tuck yourself behind one of those longer rocks that juts out. You just sort of tuck behind there, and the boar has no way to see you from that angle.
Go. And then Bathak, can he hide as well?
Can he?
Put it in the comments for them.
Don't encourage that. Don't encourage all the
No,
the
after
laws
yeah.
here.
It's just like dodge, basically. So
So he's
have
dodging.
him move into the corner.
Over here.
There we go. Oh yeah. And that concludes my turn.
Already.
Watch him go like eat.
I know. I was gonna say he's about to be like.
I'm gonna do a general perception check for the board. So he has. Yes, he does. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look over top, and he's gonna see Nixel flying. And you're gonna see the tusks start to as an orb of lightning energy forms and flies out towards you in a straight line. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
21 passes, you'll take half damage, which is going to be 11 points of lightning damage. As slams into you, you just like shock for a bit and then you shake it off a little bit.
How much damage am I taking?
The shield around of you just goes and removes itself. 11?
Perfect. So just all my 10 HP.
Yes. Your shield
like-
has been destroyed. And then you see this boar sort of go into the side of the walls here. Ares.
Boy. Oh boy. 30 feet from me, how far would that give me? I just can't see with everybody standing there in the blocks. Like how far would it give me if I went straight forward towards the wall to hide kind of where Bosco was?
Over here?
Yeah. how
5,
far?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get right to Bosco with 30 feet.
Just give me away.
No, I'm better stealthy
I
than
think
you.
you guys can be in the same space
Oh,
because
because I'm small.
No, I was just trying to see if dang it.
But you may give him away.
No, but there's nowhere else to go unless I go further back behind him. But then, so he's busting through. He's trying to bust through the wall right now.
Yes.
But he has not, like,
Done so
made
yet.
any. He's just shaking it a little bit. There's not.
We go back the other way.
Well, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, well, if he busts through, I'll catch him around the other end. But if not, it's just me, and I'll get pummeled. Alright, well... Maybe not right up on Bosco if he's gonna be whatever about it, but just kind of get me closer, but along the wall. That's well,
Over here. Good.
my freaking bow is 80 feet.
Yep.
So,
5, 10, 5, 15, 25, 35. You're within range.
alright.
Taking a shot.
Yeah, well, why not?
Forget the bus.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what's the buzz?
You get +4 to your attack or to your
So
hit
roll a
to hit.
d4 and add it to your attack.
Oh, to my...
To hit.
To hit, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just within your dark vision range, so no disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. I get 6 and the 4.
You roll.
Oh, I have to roll it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
22 to hit. Roll damage.
Alright, what is it? 1, 2, 6, 4.
Oh.
I rolled a 1, but I have +4, so 5.
Oh.
Dang it!
5 damage.
Fucking.
That was. Oh wait, you don't get a sneak attack. So
Right.
It's not really advantage.
Yeah,
So
that's
5 points of piercing damage.
1.
As
Yeah.
it, you let it fly, sticks into the boar. It's like a toothpick hitting it. It doesn't really react to it.
So much
Um,
fatty tissue.
And it's actually gonna only take 2 points of damage.
Piercing is.
Can I use my bonus action to hide? There, you know?
Yes, you can.
Because I just hit it and I
Give me
wanted
a
to know.
stealth check with advantage.
Oh, what? Yeah, but I mean, I have to grab it in. Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
Stealth check with advantage. You need to beat a DC 15.
19.
Cool. You find another good spot that's kind of in between you and Bosco, and measure up and do the same sort of thing. Hide behind this like dense stone that's like tucked into the earth.
Yeah.
Aragard, it's your turn.
Okay. How is it? How far is it roughly from me? Is it about 60 or 30?
So she's right at 60, so you're 70 feet from it.
Okay. That's unfortunate. So what I'm gonna do then? How far is it? Yeah. All right. I'm going to. I think I'm going to. I'm going to move forward 30 feet, and then
Straight in here.
yeah, and then I'm going to use my action to dash another 15, and that's for my bonus action. Now that I'm within 30 feet of it.
10, this is 20, 30. Then you wanted 15 more with a dash.
No, I'm not going to use the entirety of the dash, just the 15 feet. Can you do that? Or
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you
because I don't want to get
So
that
how
close.
close do you want to get?
I want to get within
this
30
is just
feet.
your base movement.
I want to get within 30 feet of the creature.
Okay.
So that's why I'm using the dash, because I think I need another 5, 10.
5,
Because you said roughly 70. So.
25, 30, so you need to go like here.
Yep.
Yep.
And you see, as I'm moving forward, I'm holding up my fingers like this, and you start to see energy start to, like, warble and conjure right there. And as I reach just get within range, you hear him chant. He chants something, and then a bolt gets sent to that, and I curse the creature with Hexblade's Curse.
Hexblade's Curse.
And that has to be my turn because I had to use my action for movement. So that is it. Now it's and that's my turn. So I'm gonna move on to Gets. I'm going to have him. Where is he right now? I actually don't think we put him on the map. He's
Right behind me.
okay. In that case, I might keep him there depending. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually keep him there. And... Ooh. You know what I think I might do to start is I'm going to keep him there, and I'm going to have him cast Spike Growth.
Oh. Is that the big one?
That's the one with the 20-foot radius.
Okay. 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah, so I'm So what I'm going
Where's that going?
that is gonna go right if possible, I'm gonna have him go right. It's gonna have it spawn right in front of me. Yeah, exactly. Right around that area.
That's just so he's in it right now.
Yep. Fully in it. Does it do damage when he's in it immediately, or only when he moves?
Let's see. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration when a creature moves into or within the area. It
Okay,
takes
so
2d.
moves.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So Gax casts. You see this large amount of like thorns and brambles that just start to like uproot in through this lush environment and create this difficult terrain as it tries to wrap around this giant boar. Is that Gax? His turn?
Check my bonus actions. Yep, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Nixel, you're up. You've just been zapped, and your shield is now gone.
Trying to remember how firearms were. How close am I to that boar?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60, 65, 70.
So he's in range, but it's a disadvantage. Guess I'll take a pot shot at him with ye old pistol.
Ye old pistol. Ye old pistol.
Yeehaw.
What was your attack, bro?
A 12.
12? A 12 is gonna miss.
Figured as much. So my bonus action will be to use the protector again.
To grant
He'll,
you another.
he'll kind of whisper.
Nixel's voice.
Right. In his voice.
Come on,
He'll gain.
How do you whisper in
How do
his
you
voice?
whisper that?
Come on, Pete.
No, it's hard.
Come on, baby.
It's hard. 13 temporary hit points to me.
Nice.
And anyone else who's within 10 feet. And then Nixel is down.
Does that
You'd fly down?
does that temp HP? If we already have temp HP, does it update to
No.
the higher number?
No, I don't think so, right?
What's that?
Does the temp HP update?
If someone applies temp HP to someone and their existing temp HP is lower, it just overrides that old bit.
Okay, so you would have to be within 10 feet of him.
But I don't think anyone wants to do it
That's
flying.
Gax. Gax can get 2 more, that's it.
Right, hold on. So he has.
Alright. Any more movement from you? Just flying down?
Oh no, sword.
Yeah, no, just flying down, that's it.
Alright.
30 feet.
Cedric, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to behind Sarsgaard.
Oh, that's a new roll. Okay.
This one.
5, 15, 20,
From the
25.
behind.
What was
Like,
the
yeah,
total?
like
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
How far am I from Aaron?
5, 15, 25, 35, 45.
45. So I can cast spiritual weapon within 60 feet.
Yes.
I want to cast spiritual weapon right next to So
Here,
I
here.
basically put my hand out to the sky. I say Besitas, and from the sky.
What the hell
goes-
does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
I think he makes these
I-
words up.
It's a mix of Portuguese and Latin.
Relax.
I
Oh.
this and then from the sky you hear just like almost like thunder, but it's not as loud, and then just the site just spins and falls straight from the sky.
Oh, that's cool.
What falls straight from the sky?
The site,
Oh,
in spiritual weapon.
that's that.
like it's coming from
And
the
you hear the
monster.
slight metallic sound of a
Exactly.
as
It-
it trims the grass.
And it's next to Aragar, not behind him, if possible. Like
Up
to his
here?
right, yeah.
Cool.
And getting ready for when Ironhide comes busting through that.
Alrighty. Anything else?
How close can I get to
Zarzros.
How close can I get to Argar there? With just 30 feet.
5, 15, 20.
So I would be behind him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dash. I'm trying to get to the other side in front of him, basically.
Over there?
Not in the spike
Right
growth. but
there?
Yeah. Is there space there?
Yes, there is a space.
Okay. That's where I would like to be. So I'll dash if I have to, and then my bonus action. I'm going to cast.
No need to dash.
No need to dash.
No need to dash.
To get there.
Yep, that's your full movement.
Because I was behind you. So that's fine. Okay. So, with that, then my bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself. And,
I love that one. Lighting the match.
Yes.
Stay behind me. And I'll take the dodge action if I can.
Dodge
Is that
action
okay?
is. Yep, that's totally a thing. So you'll get advantage on your dexterity saving throws, and the attacker will have disadvantage on its attacks against you.
Great.
Cool.
So
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alrighty. And now we begin.
What?
The lair.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick two locations, and they're going to be a 10-foot square. Anyone within those squares will make dexterity saving throws. Where's my 10-foot square? Come here, you. Alright, so the first one, we're going to put on the front line here.
Yeah.
damn.
So you guys will make one, and then they don't see you here, so it will do it. I can only get two of them, so I'll put it on Cedric and Gax.
So this
the
is
layer
something
is
that the
something
board...
they can't see me.
Huh?
How can they? It's a layer. How can they not?
It's triggering it.
Oh, okay, okay.
What do I roll? Dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw, yes.
Remember those fissures I was talking about earlier? Yeah.
23.
23, cool.
I'll roll for Argar first.
Yep.
What am I doing?
Dexterity.
Dex saving throw.
So I have advantage.
Yes.
I need to roll with that.
Okay.
Yes.
19.
Not you. But
Oh,
you.
no, you.
19?
Yep.
And for Gax?
He gets a 13.
A 13?
Yes.
Okay, a 13. That is not good for Gax. Gax is going to take. Where the hell is my d6? He's going to take 1 point of damage, but he will go prone and fall 10 feet into the earth.
What?
Oh, shoot.
All 10 feet?
As this giant crack in the earth splits and creates this mound that you guys have to like kind of jump out of the
Yep.
way.
It's creating
before
fissures in the
falling into
ground.
it.
What happened to the Echo Stone?
You dodge. Aragar dodges.
We
What
got
was
it.
yours?
Hold up. We hold up.
That just dodges.
Hold up, bro.
Right.
Also, remember, blessed people add your D4s if you didn't. But you already passed, so it's okay. So yeah, you two also dodge this fissure.
Do we have to
Gax
have
passed
around
his
the
concentration check.
The person with the Echo Stone actually has a reaction against this. Anyone within a 20-foot radius has advantage on the save. So since you were carrying the stone, Gax would actually have advantage, so he can roll again.
Ooh, he got a 16 on the die, so that's going to be a total of 19.
Oh, so he does not fall prone.
Hell yes.
He uses the power of the Echo Stone that helps show the fissure approaching before it happens. It just outlines the fissure is about to like and break open.
That does that on its own.
Yes,
So how is that different than this detection as a bonus action?
that's more of a survival tool.
Okay.
Kind of like you can see it before you need
Just
to
kidding. I'm
react
just
to
messing.
it.
I'm just messing. Getting more mobile.
Kind of like you can see it before you need to react to it.
Yeah.
You can see like a turn ahead or something.
Yeah.
Bosco, you're up.
Can I move, use Hunter's Mark, and shoot in the same?
Move, Hunter's Mark, and shoot ya.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet as far as kind of creep up the edge here behind the
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
yes. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on 4,
Hunter's
and
Mark,
I'm gonna shoot that thing.
alrighty, give it a shot.
Shoot that thing. It also has what on it right now?
Hexblade's Curse.
It's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit, roll damage.
Oh,
Make sure you get rid of Gax's 1 point of damage because he didn't take any.
Yes.
It's an 8 piercing.
8 piercing,
Yes.
halved
And-
to 4.
It is a 5 of force damage, and he's gonna have the slow condition on him for his next turn
that
for
10
minus 10 feet.
Good to know. Cool.
more
Uh,
sure.
So you see Bosco leave his little hideout as he
Awesome.
sends it
His hunter's
flying.
mark is off.
I don't know. What is your hunter's mark?
That exactly.
I thought I got it right. I was like 100% it's just a yell.
He's trying to intimidate the four. It's his war cry.
So cool. That's the end of Bosco's turn.
Bathok,
Bathok doesn't move or no? Or it does.
Bathok is gonna also move behind the rugged the spikes or as far as he can. Yes.
In here.
Okay.
Just burly.
Cool.
Or I apologize. I'm sorry. Can he move within the group, just to be surrounded by the group?
In here.
Does the site itself
Right in
take
there.
up space?
Yep. I apologize.
Does I don't know if it takes up its own space. I really don't know. You might have to look that one up. Ironhide's turn. Let me roll for his thingy. So he's gonna actually use his action to smash through this here. As he pounds through it and creates all of this. This is now kind of like a difficult terrain to go through, but not for him. He's a big boy. He powers through.
But he does take damage for moving.
He
for
does.
every 5 feet.
So he will
Every
move,
5 feet.
How much damage did it?
1,
Gotta find out first.
I mean, for every turn.
Every 5 feet he takes 2d4.
Oh.
Alright, so he'll move 3 spaces.
6. Okay, so I'm rolling 64.
Yep.
And does that give opportunity attack for anyone nearby?
No.
Okay. Also,
He's not leaving anyone's range of attacking.
Oh, he's getting into it.
Yeah.
The sight does
15.
not.
So 15 piercing.
15 piercing reduced to 7.
Yep.
You also get the infused strike. You get a 1d6 of acid damage.
Oh wait, that's
to the
magical
top.
at damage actually, so it's not reduced, right? It's
Uh,
magical piercing
it just says 2d4 piercing damage.
Right, it's a spell, so isn't it magical?
from non-magical
I'm sorry,
attacks. So
Travis,
yeah,
I
it's a
thought you
spell.
forgot.
It counts. So it's a full 15.
Okay.
Also, WikiHow says the sight does not.
I wouldn't apply it to the.
No, I
yeah.
thought you were
You
actually
can go
rolling,
through
so that's my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not worth on this one. No.
I'm trying to do math.
That's good.
Okay.
So it wasn't as
Alrighty. He powers through this stuff, and he's actually 10 feet away from you, and he's gonna kick you right in the face with one of his thunder hooves.
Oh.
Thunder.
Thunder hooves of sin.
A 12 to hit.
12 to hit, misses.
Hell
Okay.
Nice.
Then he's gonna try and gore you with his lightning tusk. Also bad. It was even worse.
Okay, good.
But once again, he's gonna. You see the light up as he gets angry. As he's going to shoot it at Cedric this time.
Oh, what?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
He's ignoring the people right in front of him.
8. That's gonna fail, so you're gonna take full damage from this attack. It's gonna be 17 points of lightning damage.
17, you said?
17.
I have a channel divinity here. It says immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage. So that's him, right? Not.
Yeah, the
My-
attacker deals damage.
Okay. Yes. So I'm going to use my channel divinity to rebuke the violence. It has to make a wisdom saving throw. It's 13.
7.
So he takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Oh, hell yeah.
It takes radiant to the damage it just dealt, so 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
I rebuke it.
And then
Don't you touch my friend!
It
Look
just.
how far y'all come.
I'm like,
Wanting to get the stone.
I think as you get blasted, you see like a brilliant light just like encompass this entire beast as just as it's trying to gain its bearings, and all of this light is just like emanating around it. Cool. Ares, you're up, I believe.
Sorry, I had everything planned and then I forgot I was
I'm not trying to
online.
Yeah.
Don't I? Why am I having trouble with this? Don't I get advantage if I don't move?
Yes, steady aim. It's a
Oh,
feature.
thank you. It like never shows up. Oh, down here. Because I haven't moved, so if I stay in that, I can get advantage.
Yeah,
It's
I've
not
walked all the
You pop up.
So,
I've walked all the
I can freaking D6. Oh no. Because within 5 feet, I could get it, right?
You'll get sneak attack because he doesn't know you're there.
Right. Okay. So I'm doing that. Do I still get his default?
Yeah, you're getting advantage from steady aim, which then procs sneak attack.
Okay.
By the way, you took damage, right?
Yeah.
Did you roll
But
concentration?
then I
Oh, I did
roll
not.
again.
What about you just roll D20 for that?
Say that again.
Yeah,
Roll
how much
again for
damage did you take?
advantage.
Yeah. Counting the temp or not counting the temp?
Total damage you received.
17
Your DC's 13
on the
on a Constitution
Oh.
saving throw.
25 to hit.
5.
Okay, so actually the bless goes away.
Yeah. Bye.
So Ares, you're no longer blessed. Cedric drops his bless.
20. Which one? 4, so that's 21.
Sorry.
I can recast it.
I have lost Zorro's.
It was within 30 feet of the dock or no?
And your attack was 25?
No, now that I don't have the plus 21.
21 still hits. Roll damage.
Can I have a d6?
She within 30 feet of the dock. Just out of reach.
Just out of range. 35.
Oh, 1d6 4. And then the other one, what? Only the one gets the plus 4, right? The additional is just the 2d6 for the sneak attack, but the one of them is plus 4 for my actual damage. Is that right?
You get
Sorry.
one.
So I'm saying my short bow was 1d6 plus 4, and then the other two are just the extra assets. Yeah, okay. Let's take the other.
Yep.
Alright, so then that'll be what? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Reduced to 7.
So your bow does more damage than mine.
No,
and
no,
I'm a
it's-
ranger.
No. I'm getting
She's
extra stuff
adding
because
sneak
of my
attack.
sneak attack, which I can pretty much get every time as long as I don't move or one of you guys is nearby, or like if I've attacked with the
You've
weapon
used action
already.
still. You still
Well,
have a
these
bonus
things-
action.
Oh yeah. Well, the detection is a bonus action, but it only does the pulse of energy from your location to determine hollow areas in a 20-foot radius. So that's only. I mean, yeah, I can check for there, but it's not gonna get to them, right?
Yep.
Alright, whatever. I guess do it. I mean, still move. How far is who's over there? Nixel, Gags.
Nixel, Gax, and
How far is 20 feet? Like to get to?
to this
They're right.
group?
They're right. No, I don't know.
The back.
I feel like they're more damaged, but they're right in front of it. Yeah, give me 20 feet each way. What's the? I
That's
can move
20
up to 30
there,
feet,
and that's 5, 15, 20 to get to him.
What was that?
So even if you went in the middle, you're sacrificing one group.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think which group. So what? Hold on. It was pretty damaged already. So like, been freaking. Somebody took a lot just now, right?
Cedric took damage.
Alright, I guess, yeah. Just keep me to hopefully detect anything for the back group, I guess, because
So
we're
here?
damaged. Yeah. Send
Right.
out the
So yeah,
detection for the bonus action.
they'll go right. It'll go right here to get them all.
It's going there again, or is that
It will go there at the start of the round,
okay?
so
Okay.
they know
I'm just making
now
sure 'cause
that
that-
like, hey, there's something here. Move
Need to
away.
move. Okay. Alright. We're split up. I'm like,
Alrighty. Aragar.
Okay. Am I in base to base at this point?
Nope.
No.
He hit Zarzaros from 10 feet away with his long leg. He's got
Oh.
reach.
Oh, that's right.
He attempted to. You're
But
right.
he's not perfect, so he's not in melee range. Wait, is he in melee range? Technically? Like, is he threatening if I move
No,
away?
he's not in melee range of you.
sucks.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to take this advantage before it goes away, and you see lightning start to crackle, and well, shoot, I don't know if this thing is resistant or not. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. I'm going to see, what energy lightning well up from the flail and head to Argar's hands, and he points at the creature and he casts witch bolt at it.
You see it has 0 effect. He's immune.
Afraid of.
Can add damage.
It smashes into the side. It encompasses his entire face. It's almost like it charged him up.
Oh. Curses.
I know better.
In that case, well, shit, that pretty much killed my action. In the meantime, no, that's pretty much it. Crap. think I have an offhand I can use.
Were you gone just now? I did the detect, and it's going to go where you guys are. So you need to
Alright.
move.
In that case,
What is the Fisher?
Yeah, I did the detection
Oh,
zone, so it's in the
using a no, you know. No,
Where?
I'm trying to think of what bonus action I can
same
use.
area.
This area. How many options?
Go forward or backwards?
Come on.
Go for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what else I can do for the turn. I'm going to. You know what I will? I will get behind Zar's roast though. Yeah. Now,
got your butt.
that's my turn. And it goes right to Gax, which is so weird. So weird. Okay. Gax, I'm actually going to have him. I'm going to have him move closer to the crenellations in the center. Or the dividing part. Yeah. Still on that same side, but just closer to it.
Here.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to have him cast a guiding bolt on the board.
Alrighty. That's a roll to hit.
That is. That's going to be a 25.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Heck yeah.
Good catch.
So that's going to be 17 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against it has advantage.
17.
So yeah, you see the staff kind of charge up and does the scroll. His fancy little scroll comes out, and a bolt of starlight comes out. It's a
Sick.
For a minute, I forgot you were
I think he
Gax. I was
plucks
like,
it.
fancy little
I think
scroll.
he plucks
Yeah.
it from a new constellation on his map as well.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna hold off on a bonus action, so that'll end my turn.
Alrighty, Nixel, you're up.
Yes, Nixel would run towards Cedric, get next to him, and then he's going to use his bonus action to proc his Protector cannon again. So he'll whisper, "Come on, peep," again.
Do I? Because you're right next to me. Do I hear that? It's future references.
Does that use a spell each time you do that?
It's a bonus action.
Are
But
they
it
out
doesn't
of the
use a
way?
spell?
No, I created a cannon, and it
Oh,
has
you're right,
on
you're
bonus action I can activate it.
You're right.
Doesn't he need to move it further because wasn't it going to hit everybody and Cedric hasn't moved yet?
That is
I'm
correct.
not done moving.
Okay. I'm just
Not
like,
done.
wait, don't stay there, please.
The edges were out.
Also, can he fly over the?
I mean, yeah,
I
that's
can't,
true.
yes.
That's true.
You're gonna get your 11 hit points back. 10 hit points. And then Nixel will fly up in the air his remaining 20 feet.
Okay.
And he's going to whip out his pistola and attack the boar again. But I still believe I'm at disadvantage because I'm so far away, but the next attack does have advantage, so I'm just rolling normal.
So it cancels it out.
Right, so I just make a normal roll. That is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Give it a shot.
That's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage.
Alright. Reduced to 4.
Just takes another shot to the face as it rears and reels back. Obviously getting quite frustrated at this point. Cedric, you're up.
All right. Can I go like forward and into that little corner, or close to that corner? Is that out of the next Fisher square?
Oh, yeah. You were the last
It's out
person
of this
in it.
one. You don't know where the other
Oh
one
yeah,
is.
I can only. Just...
Oh, then yeah, I want to get just outside of this fissure square.
No, but it was 20 feet within me, around me. So shouldn't it also detect in front of me?
Yeah, but that means if it didn't detect anything, it must be in a different location.
Okay, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
there
but
isn't
that
there
area
isn't a
is
fissure
fine
square to
around
the right
me.
of
as long as they stay within, yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, where there is no fissure square, I'd like to.
Just don't.
There will be a fissure here.
Right.
Yes, but not to the right of Ares.
No.
Yes, I'd like to go to Ares.
Yeah. Or else it would have shown up.
And then I would like to cast Bane. Ooh. And it has to roll a charisma saving throw. It has to beat a 14.
It's not going to.
It doesn't seem like that has a whole lot.
That's a
of
9.
Hell yeah. Hey yeah.
Good choice.
Now it gets minus 4 on
He's
all of
bolted
its
in here.
Nice.
The
all
boy.
of its rolls to hit.
That's big.
It's what? Say that again?
It gets minus 4 on
It's
all of
the
its
opposite of
rolls of bonus.
less.
Yes. And keeping in spirits like he did with the goo, he will point at the board and go, "Fuck you."
Look at you and be like, what?
Anything with your bonus action.
Yes, my bonus action will be the sight will nip at its heels.
The scythe.
The sight.
Alright.
And it will roll to hit. +6.
Ooh,
22.
still more than
So roll damage.
Yes. And then it is a 1d8 +4. A 2 +6. 6 force damage.
Alrighty. Coolio. Nice.
And then can I move? Where is the fissure exactly? Can I move backwards without getting into it or no?
The fissure was in this quadrant here, so yeah, you could go here.
Can I go further?
No, that would be.
Can I be
within
in
it.
the fissure?
Yeah.
Then no. Then I'll see it. I was trying to get as close to the wall as possible.
Zorzaros, you're up.
Taking my already like flaming like radiant sword, I'm going to try to divine smite. So I'll make an attack to hit. 12.
12 does not hit.
Does not
Does not get through that tough, leathery exterior.
So my divine smite is not used. So my bonus action. You're good, right? You haven't been hit. Okay. Well, I could do this. Yeah. Why not? I'm gonna look at this boar and compel it to duel me.
And what's the save?
Wisdom boy. DC 13.
Yeah, roll a 2.
So,
So
on a
it-
failed save, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and it can't willingly move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from me.
And what do you say to compel this boar?
Surprise yourself. That's why you're laughing.
laughing at
Perfectly timed.
Come at me again, you fat pig.
That's so good.
Awesome. That's freaking awesome. Cool. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, you have compelled this beastly giant boar, but the fissures show up. Nothing happens on that one. However, the second one shows up here and will affect Vithak and Zarzaros. Because this would have been within reach or vision of the stone, so I couldn't put it on you.
That's retired. Retired. But Doc rolled a 5 on dex save.
A 5. Alright, so that's going to be
okay.
3 points of bludgeoning damage to Vithak as he falls prone into the pit. He'll have to make an athletics check to get out of it. And Zarzaros?
I am concentrated. I'm sorry on that spell.
Okay.
Forgot about that. And 17 dex save.
17. That will pass. So you once again dodge out of the way. I
I'm
believe-
also concentrated on Bane.
Yep, that's what I was getting. Coolio. And I believe that is it for that layer action. So Bosco, you're up.
What would cause compel door to end?
If you attack it.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Well, you can do anything but attack. Can
You can still
reinforce
attack.
yourself? Can you reinforce
Well, I'm gonna
yourself?
move 30 feet
about
along
that.
the wall.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You want to stay on the wall? So you use
Far away.
25.
No, keep going so long as I'm outside of the far away from the.
Okay, that's your 30. Spike growth is concentration?
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Ah, a shot.
It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20, that'll hit. Yep, roll damage. So that will break your...
Yeah, the spell.
Does that break concentration?
It just says the spell ends if
Alright,
if an
so yeah.
ally of yours damages the target.
Okay.
It's gonna do 6 piercing and 1 force.
Alright, so 3 piercing and 1 force.
Or how much force did I just say?
One.
Or no,
one.
piercing.
You said
Six.
6.
Yeah.
So I halved it to 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Vithok's gonna make his athletics check.
Okay.
16.
That passes. So he crawls his 10 feet out of the pit. And yeah, you have your
Yes.
20 feet still. Oh wait, actually you were prone, so you lost 15, you climbed up 10, so you've got 5 feet.
I'm in range of the pig, right? So any movement I
no,
move out of
you
zone.
are you need to move into that like spike growth first to hit him.
What about right under his tusk?
Huh?
What about right under him?
This is his spot. So he's in this 9 quadrants here. You need to move here.
Oh, that's within spike growth.
Yeah.
How much damage is that?
2d4.
I'm actually
Perfect.
gonna,
Yeah, 5 feet of movement.
I'm gonna move back 1 square.
With this?
Funk also has that 10 HP.
Alrighty. With Bosco's turn over, Ironhide will go. He is baned. Let me roll for his effect. And he will make a loud roar and then try and lightning tusk you again. Oh, and that one. Thunder hoof. There we go. It's gonna be 22 to hit. All right.
Well, no -4 on that.
22 minus 4, 18 to hit. Oh, I didn't roll my thingy. Yeah, -4.
Is my armor class.
Cool. You're still getting thunder hoofed. Thank you for the catch. So that's gonna be 11 points of bludgeoning.
Oh,
And
bludgeoning.
You got kicked.
And then 9 points of thunder damage.
I am resistant to thunder damage.
You are resistant to thunder damage. So you take 4 points of that. As this thing finally connects with you, you just dodging and weaving, and then
Print in the armor.
Well, you did that.
and then I don't think he likes Bane very much. He's gonna
God
zap you again.
damn it! How does he know it's me doing it?
He's not stupid.
Probably because
Smarter than the average
Probably
board.
because I yelled "fuck you" at him.
He is
Yeah,
very
you-
smart.
Language gave you away.
So give me a dexterity save.
Ooh, 22.
That'll save, so you'll take half damage. So 16, so 8 points of damage. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, break that
8.
shit. Yeah. With this Bane bullshit.
How much damage did I take again? 8, you said?
8 lightning, yep.
Okay, I'm not gonna cast it anymore. Forget that. That's some move.
Alright. I think what it's going to do. So you're gonna give me some damage here.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Coming at us!
So it took
3 or
1, 2, it took 3.
Yeah.
So 64 again.
$16 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Magic piercing, I guess.
Beastie.
He's starting to get a bit busted up.
You account for his slow condition.
I
It
don't,
removes or just
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
No, it takes away 10. So he was there, so it goes there.
So wouldn't that take away 20 damage?
No, because he's still moved out
Oh,
of space.
oh.
Yeah.
I don't think he's up against the wall.
He's definitely up against the wall, just in a different little part of it.
But we can still see him. But
Yeah, you can still see
Okay.
him.
He just can't attack the wall.
Well, we can.
He can run it over,
I
basically.
didn't know what you did over
Like you
there.
did with the
It's like very thin, like border here. He's a little fatter than what I'm like trying to get.
Little,
No, I think the idea,
little
the idea
wafers.
is there.
Ares, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna do my chromatic orb. Do I get to choose to stay in that? Because it's like an attack roll, or no? Because it's
Steady aim.
The spell attack roll is-
okay. That's what I was wondering. That's different. It's just an attack roll. Next attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty 20.
That is.
Okay. Now more Yes, please. Thank you.
Whammy.
Good. No, my dice are not being good. I got 10, and I am going to do.
Oh,
No.
you're casting from that orb?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just trying to pick damage.
I know. I don't want lightning. I don't want thunder. But I was like, out of these other two. What I was thinking about. I guess I'll just do acid.
Acid.
You can add a d6 of acid because you're within range.
The thought? Or no? Who is it?
The thought,
Yeah?
you get an infused strike.
What am I adding?
D6 of acid.
What did I just say? 10? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
He
10
yells
plus
from
6.
across.
16.
He
16.
yells across, Master, may I?
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Alright. So it's now 16. So I think my same thing, right? I'm gonna use my finger to point where I'm aiming, but my little swirls come up and I just snap.
Sick.
Shoots through.
As it splashes all over this boar. So that was a total of
16.
16.
Big booty, baby.
I like the pointing though.
Yeah, because I was doing that before, and I was like, I feel like I need to aim, and I don't want to throw something, so I was like, that's fast.
that's
after
sick.
it throws.
As it starts to eat away at its tough exterior, you can see something that's within it that's just not natural.
What do you mean by that?
Sorry. As it starts to eat away at the skin, I need Gax and I need Cedric to roll me a medicine check.
Oh. 17.
11.
A 17, you say? You notice something very similar to what was back in Port Vischer.
Oh no! Oh
Becoming
no.
something greater.
Oh no! So you can just say that. Oh no!
Aragar, you're up.
Okay. Argar doesn't notice this. Instead, he's going to start to channel more energy from his flail. This time, you see ice start to crystallize around the flail and then around his hand as he uses a charge from the flail to cast Ice Knife against the boar.
Ooh, baby. Ice knife, alrighty. Hit me with that spell attack.
Yes. Let me pull it up. Because I do not have this one. Plus my spell attack, so it's going to be 19 to hit.
That hits. Damage.
Okay, so it's going to take starters. It's going to take 7 magical piercing.
7.
Yep,
Okay.
it hits the creature, and then anything 5 feet within the target being hit would take. So it takes a dexterity saving throw as well. This is for the ice effect.
That's 20.
So it takes half. So 2d6 cold damage. Takes 4 cold damage.
So 11 total.
You can add the
Uh,
d6.
Obviously, you have the cold damage. So, because it succeeded against the dexterity saving throw. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, sorry. It doesn't take that damage at all. My bad. I misread it.
Oh, so 7 points of damage
Yeah.
from the original.
It does not take any cold damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. I would have done my detect thing, but I know I turned fast trying to do my bonus action.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's also my fault because I didn't ask.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
I just moved
realized
on
that.
because I got distracted with the Vathok quote.
And that is going to be. If anyone moved around, I'm going to move.
Don't forget your d6 of acid.
Oh,
Didn't you already use that reaction?
It's anyone within.
But it's a reaction to use it, so you only get
Oh,
one reaction.
okay.
Sorry, no.
So, is she getting to do that
Am I
bonus
getting-
action?
I will let her do the bonus
Okay,
action
sorry.
after he finishes.
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't have anything else.
Well, should
Okay.
we do it before he ends his turn for me
Yeah,
to move?
because you maybe would want to move.
So he can move.
Technically.
Fair enough, yeah. What is it? You're
What
using
is
the
it?
bonus action
Yeah,
for
bonus
the Echo
action, the
Stone?
20-foot radius.
So if... so yeah, you would know there's one right on you 3, and then I can pretty much get everyone in here as well. So both groups are within your range of seeing the thing.
This is unacceptable.
You can move.
So
You would have been able
we
to move.
need to scatter.
No, I know, but I thought for a minute, I was like, oh crap, can I not move? But I can't move because
Yeah, so where do you want to move? Just out of this square? Over there?
I guess. Yeah, put me in that little corner.
Oh, so we're back.
My corner.
Alright, Aragard,
Mine.
this one is you.
Uh,
So you would need to move back one or over there.
okay. In that case,
Is this-
I'll move back one.
Doing this based off of like movement, like tremors, because you keep putting it specifically on us. Like, is it from us moving around and doing things? I'm just curious.
How about you give me an Arcana check?
Because I would think, I'm like, why does it keep doing it every time?
The DM was just choosing how to public.
15.
Every time this thing kind of like moves, it has a range that it can utilize to hit anywhere it wants in the vicinity around him. He can hit anywhere he wants in
The
120.
boar?
Yes.
Oh, so he, like, controlling those and basically
Yes.
moving. Okay. I thought for a minute, like, it was just a reaction or whatever. On the ground. Alright.
And then
No, I'm good. No, that was
Okay.
it. Sorry.
yeah,
I'm just moving.
well, it goes over to Gax's turn. It's weird because I'm doing turns in tandem. Yeah.
Back to back.
I'm gonna have Gax move forward about 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Gex is going how far? Sorry.
10 feet.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you still see the 4? Or is he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast another guiding bolt on the 4.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Ding ding. I think that's the first one tonight.
Does that mean it's
He doubles the damage on the
It's
dice.
46, so I'm doubling that.
Oh hell yeah!
Need more?
I need some dice. Are we double just doubling?
Just
doubling
double
the amount of dice or doubling the?
No, just double.
Yeah, so I'm taking the result of doubling
What's
it,
he
yeah.
need more if he's got the little baby?
Less to go.
Oh my god.
No.
Bunch of ones.
No.
3 ones!
Stop rolling those babies.
This is your dice!
That's not mine. That's not mine.
You
That's
wouldn't
not
Not
mine.
mine, it's not my fault. Mine
Travis
purple
to
die
play
rolled
the
a 5.
characters that aren't
Oh, I
here.
meant the little Christian.
This is why I was
terrible.
That's why I was a terrible rogue, because I never got any max damage. Anyways, so that's going to be so sad.
Oh man.
Despacito. It's going to be 8 doubled as 16. So 16 radius. That's it. It's balanced out.
Alrighty.
Boy.
With that, he plucks a star and hits it, and this boar takes it straight to the face, knocks the jaw a little bit as it falls forward, and kind of goes prone for a minute,
Oh no.
and then you hear that as it stands back up and rears its ugly head at you once more. It's using an ability called Relentless.
For Gax's bonus action, he is going to use his starry form to change and create that starry form of an archer. So you see the constellation emanate around him, and it's almost like cloaking him in this starlight energy.
Cool. Is that it for Gax?
Yes, that'll be his turn.
Nixel, you're up.
Your attack would have advantage if you attack, but it's up to you.
Yes, Nixel would fly over to the fort, like above him.
Above him?
Yeah,
So you're flying over here?
not like directly above him, but just enough to get in like, within.
Now that was 15.
There's no way he's within 15 feet of me.
No, he's at 25.
So I want to fly over the rock, like it starts with nothing here. So I want to fly over the middle section, so that I'm casting Thunder Wave, but I want to push him back into the spike.
Go that way and
Yeah.
shoot that way.
Yeah.
So that was 15. So you want to go 5, 15, 25. You'd have to go right here. That's
And
as
that
far
would
as you
put
can
him in
get.
range.
How big's the range?
It's a 15-foot cube originating from me.
You can get there, but it's not going to shove him into the spike growth.
If it pushes him 10 feet away from me.
Yeah, because you have the wrong angle. You'd have to use a dash to get to the right angle, and then you don't have your action.
Okay, in that case. Okay. I'm going to just use my soda to make an attack roll.
Okay.
It's a 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit. Roll damage.
Nine piercing.
9 piercing.
Yep.
Alrighty. As you fly over, another shot to the face. This thing is getting beat up at this point. Cedric, you're up.
I can see it over the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action first?
Yeah.
Actually, I take it back. I don't want to do it first. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. And I'm actually going to upcast it.
Okay.
So I'm going. I need
He heard that and he goes, "I want the kill."
maybe. Okay, it's 5d6. And I only have 1d6. They want to lend me some d6s.
Is my advantage still up, actually?
He just used it, so
Okay.
now it's he's
Any
got
more?
a
I need 2 more.
base roll.
Oh, sorry, one more. I got it.
That's what I figured, but I just want to make sure.
Ooh, okay. 4, 6, 8, 11, 14 plus.
Did you roll to hit?
Oh no, I did not. I
No,
have
no.
bonus. I don't hit it.
Yeah.
13.
Miss.
Oh!
Clerics never get the killing strike.
Well, okay.
It burns the second level.
Yeah, but it does.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
my scythe will now go try to hit him.
Your scythe has 20 feet of movement.
Yes. It can't make it to him?
No.
What?
5, 15. Oh, yes, it can.
Oh,
It's right there.
I was about to say. I was like, didn't it move 20?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's gonna. Okay, first, hold on. To hit. 18.
18 does hit, yeah.
Okay, now. Oh, hold on. Here's. Now it's a 1d8 plus 4. 6. 6 damage. Force damage.
6 force damage. Cool. Takes a nice big straight through the midsection as it starts to, you see like the guts of its like grossness just start to like spill out a little bit as it starts to keep moving around and trying to keep going. It's making a lot of just squeals and grunts trying to keep itself from falling apart. Zarzros, you're up.
His weapon doesn't take up any space, does it?
His weapon, what?
Doesn't take any space. Like I can move into that space.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too late to move?
No.
I just want to move closer to Ares because I'm still in that fissure. There we go. Fissure. Sorry. Fisher Price.
And what about his weapon?
His spiritual weapon doesn't take any space, right? I can move into
No.
it.
No,
Okay.
according to WikiHow.
Yeah,
I want to get up on this backside and
So you're going into
take
the
a
spikes.
if I have to get around.
So you'll take 2, You're gonna take 3, so that's gonna be 6d4 from him. From Gax.
Still up.
Move that bed.
I can. Yeah, I can.
What else am I gonna do to him?
Throw chuck your
Now
sword
you
at
roll
him.
big.
Chuck your sword
Yeah,
at him.
right?
Just chuck it at him.
Come on now.
19.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable, brother. Highest roll.
Now you're almost.
It's
This
unlucky.
almost max damage.
I did
Sorcerer's-
say Argar. People around him tend to have problems.
Don't get too close to
This is
him.
Gax, okay?
Yeah, but
Alright.
I'm rolling the
He-
dice, unfortunately.
He takes some damage going
But you
through
see this
spike
wounded boar.
Yes, and I'm going for the backside.
This fat pig.
That's a lot of bacon.
Guiding bolt missed, so you have no
Okay.
advantage.
19 to hit,
19 does hit.
and I'm using Divine Smite.
Oh,
Here we go. Crap, what do I roll? No one's seriously injured.
No one is seriously injured. I missed a lot of attack rolls.
Got that temp HP
You gotta
too.
keep that breaking. Sorry.
What?
The temp HP.
And your dexterity saving throws and working with the Echo Stone and stuff like that saved you as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The thing is, no,
Okay,
I'm like,
so that is 9 slashing damage and 10 radiant damage.
You know the question.
This
How does
backside
Zazaros
is
do this to this
I'm
boar?
literally right up
freaking
the
chuck
arse.
the dude's like
The
knees on the
Start
last
cutting
guy.
off
It's a
Bacon.
pork,
Gonna-
a pork skewer.
Bacon
Literally cut
slices.
the guy in half last time when he finished.
Burnt,
Yeah.
burnt
I
ends.
come up behind the backside where the stones.
The stones are dangling.
Stone. Divinely.
Divinely.
Divine
Oh,
separation
no.
stones. You slice off the ball sack of his ball as the stones hit the ground like a pile of bricks. The thing reels in its final detestation of what just happened to it as it collapses
And smashes into this like area, and it just like pulls down the wall as its chin is just like onto the ground, and this massive boar is defeated.
Caleb will love these.
Victory speech! Victory speech!
your victory speech is Caleb.
No, they're not.
Oh no.
We need a workshop.
Not like this.
As this happens, you see the world kind of like go less gray, but it's not fully gone. It's still dim light, but it's lessened a little bit. Yeah.
Wait, are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
I want to do a medicine check on this boar. If it's how similar it is to what we saw in Port Fisher with the basically the maggots.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yep.
I walk up. I join you in walking up to it.
Oh, does that mean I do advantage?
Yes.
Another 17.
Going up to this boar, you find that its matted fur, as it's kind of like, as you make your investigations, it stinks. It already smells something rotting within it. And as you go up to, what part of the body would you be going up to?
Probably where you said I slashed it and like it was like its guts was almost hanging out. Probably that. 'Cause it's more.
As you
is
go
that
up to
similar?
kind of like that spot that had been gored open by your scythe, and you poke around in there and try and get the best idea of what's going on.
Can I say how I poke around in there?
Yeah, 100%.
So since I gored it with the scythe and the scythe hasn't disappeared yet, I call the scythe over, kind of like Thor's hammer, just and I'm like poking at it because I don't want to touch it with my hands. Exactly.
So just gotta get in there.
You lift up one of the
You get it there.
You lift up one of the
I help with my hand, like my free hand.
When if he touches it with his hand, I go.
Where's your stone? Where's your secure lemon stone?
Not quite yet. Soon.
The flesh is slowly starting to like disintegrate and rot away from itself, and you can see not smaller bugs like you had seen in the
no.
but these are much larger and they scurry away quickly.
When I see that, can I quickly use a green flame blade to just?
Yeah.
As you do that, it takes the and absorbs that energy as it scurries away further.
Okay.
Am I allowed to shoot one? Try to pin it to the ground.
You can try.
Also, while that's happening, I'm going to very quickly cast Gentle Repose on this body.
Gentle repose.
It prevents it from decaying.
Oh, interesting.
It's okay. So, give me what gentle repose looks like, and then I'll tell you what happens.
Gentle Repose will basically, I put my hands out, not touching the body, but I put it over. I do a quick little prayer. I can't think of a word for it right off the top of my head right now, but I do a little quick prayer, and then it's almost like a piece of light starting from my hands, and it's like a pulse. It's like
As it emanates around it,
yes, and
and it tries to go and fix this, but it isn't working at all. You almost see this kind of like blackened smoke that starts to like come from the inside of the body, and it saps the magic away. It's almost like it's got like little tendrils of fingers that just pull at the magic that you're
like it's eating it almost.
right.
Oh,
You tried to shoot
I
at
had
it.
25 today.
You let it fly, sticks into it, and you see the strangest thing happen. This thing looks like it's got 3 sections, kind of like a little ant. But as you hit it, you see the backside of it sort of glimpse up real quickly, and it has actually what looks to be some sort of like yellow-looking egg with like purple spots on it. And as it hits it, it like inflates the butt to latch onto it, and it keeps going.
Yo, can I try? I want to try to grab the egg.
What the?
What can I? I'm a marksman. I hit on the bug.
Can I?
Nix,
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Nixel wants to roll Arcana on the magic that was sapping his.
Sure. And you're trying to grab the egg?
Can I? I mean, I don't know. Would it be quicker if I could use my mage hand to try to grab it, or would it be quicker for me to just move? Like I could send
Mage
that 30
hand
feet.
can't
But
attack, so
it's
I
not
would say
attacking.
usually
It's not attacking.
Well, if you're trying to catch, it's a grapple, which is an attack.
No.
Can I still do something
Technicality.
to these things?
No, I want to try to grab
What's that?
Can I do something to these things?
No, you're doing gentle repose.
Fair enough.
it. Come on. You really mean I can't use that? This is stupid. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go try to grab it with my freaking hands.
Give me an acrobatics check.
We need to burn this body with natural fire, not magic.
What do I do with acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
You do actually?
Yeah, I got a tinner box.
8.
8?
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, no,
Of 8.
that's not going to be good enough. These guys are really small and really quick and really dexterous.
That's why I want to use mage hand.
They, your mage hand wouldn't work either. They find their way into like a little crack and crevice, and they just stick down into these small little spots. As that happens, you rolled Arcana.
It was a 16.
16. It's the same magic that you felt when you at first went down and descended into this canyon, and it is centralized in this beast. As you are all gathered around this thing at this point and chasing and doing other things, trying to figure out what the hell is going on here, hold on. You guys see smoke that starts to curl from this beast. You see a towering shadow as it starts to emanate out from this midsection. The area around you, it's as if someone is like flicking the lights on and off. You go back and forth between light and day, unfurling these massive wings. You see a towering shadow wrought in hate and defiance. And what you notice first is that his eyes are a sinister green, just like you had seen in Vathak. Arcing, tusk-like horns that protrude from this shadowy figure, just cloaked in shadow. And what stands before you is a shadow dragon. His eyes stare into yours, Aragar. You feel the sacred flail that's just pulsing in your hand with the vengeful judgment that courses through your veins. As Verdict hums to life, its metal starts to burn red hot, and its metal chain sizzles and it starts to coil and wrap itself around your arm. But you don't feel any pain. It anchors itself to you and vanishes. All that's left is just a coiled scar around your hand. And you hear this deep soul-crushing sound that just rattles the maw's walls and speaks in the same voice you remember from the vision in the fallen temple. You wield justice like a weapon. As he growls and he steps towards you. You claim to know balance. No punishment, no retribution. But let me tell you, mortals, as he looks around at all of you. Your laws are shackles, and I've broken mine. You look behind him at the remnants of Ironhide, this silenced guardian that you once now figure out. With a final pulse of a whooshing like sound, the magic form dissolves into this living shadow as you hear, "Verdict will be mine." As he hisses, his voice slithers through the air like a venom. Argar, you feel Verdict's resolve start to falter for the first time in your arm, with a chill that goes up your arm and down your back, as the will of Lendis itself seems to recoil a little bit from the statement. As the dragon once more says, "You preach eye for an eye. Well, it's about time I deliver your judgment, Lendis." As black smoke surges, engulfing the maw in totality, as it circles around and speaks once more insidiously. "This place was once the sacred lair of a moonstone dragon. Such a tragedy his life had to come to an end. For such an abomination to dragonkind." As it's spoken clearly, forcefully towards you and Gax, pinpointing lizard folk itself. And when the smoke clears, Gorathak is gone. And you guys are left with the chittering of birds, and the grass seems to grow once more. A little bit longer. Flowers start to pop up out of the ground. Blues, pinks. and the walls itself start to crumble. And out in the distance, you can see what is the ocean.
Looks like I found my first suspect. Someone that deserves judgment.
Suspect of what?
Is this not obvious to you?
As of right now, no.
That was Gorathak.
Oh, so you're saying it's going.
Why? Why? He killed a Muso dragon. He violated important laws within dragonkind. He wants to free himself from the shackles of their laws.
I need you. Gax isn't here, so I'll give it to the other Dragonborn. You two make an insight check. The DC is 25.
Why don't I even bother roll?
Can you feasibly get it with
A 20 through 24 will also get you something.
It's gonna be a freaking 6.
That's a 9.
You have no additional insight on anything.
It's like tomorrow I'm talking to someone.
I will say something about the whole situation doesn't make sense. With that,
He wanted us to do this. Something about this was... I think Ironhide was some kind of bait.
We all hear it in the rock.
Oh, 100%. All of this was affecting everyone. You guys saw the Shadow Dragon, you saw all of it, and him also vanishing.
It was pointed at them, but it wasn't it.
I mean, he was speaking at points to all of you, and he was speaking pinpoint points to Aragar and some to Gax.
He mentioned shackles. Could Ironhide have been a shackle? Part of his power within Ironhide that we now just released?
Maybe. I think he was referring to the laws of dragons. Atlantis was meant to balance the scales.
Perhaps, but look around you. Look at how the landscape has changed in a matter of minutes. I think you may be onto something. We may have just released something that we shouldn't have.
That's where my mind's at.
I don't disagree, but
Completely lost your train of thought. Yeah.
A smaller piece of a greater evil whole.
or something a previous judge did to stall him.
Trapped him inside a pig. You just let him out.
At that, Cedric's gonna look around. If he looks at you, is he gonna see you like straining for HP? Like, do you look really injured?
He's injured. He doesn't look like he's on death's door, but he
looks
is
bad.
visibly.
Did Gax dispel the
Yeah, I'll say Gax dispels.
Okay, Cedric's gonna walk
spell
over and put cast cure wounds. Which is 18 health back.
Oh.
Confirmed.
That's what I wanted to say.
I agree that it's possible that the boar was a kind of shackle, but think Gorthak was speaking to the laws that govern dragons. I think he wants to be beyond their purview. Explain what I saw in my own vision at the temple. The first judge in Gorthak disagreed on how they wanted to attain power, or whether they even wanted that. Gorthak chose a more sinister intent. And now he thinks he's above others. I think Gost's last act was to seal him here. But I suspect it was only to bide time.
It was never a permanent solution.
It couldn't have been. I mean, we saw the change. Like you said, this area's already changed. Being here was corrupting the area.
Looking at the board visibly, is the corruption and the stuff still there?
All of the fissures and things like that have all sealed themselves as you hear the slow grinding of stone as it slams itself together, and you see the structures of the landscape changing as you guys are talking. Things are sprouting, rock formations are changing, some of them are falling, some are being created, and it reminds you, Nixel, of home a lot, just not as dark.
What about much brighter? What about Ironhide's body?
Ironhide's body is still decomposing, but any of the rot and gross bugs and things that slithered off, they're gone at the moment. You have no idea what happened to them.
Can I try gentle repose again now if all that's gone? It's just his body. It's a ritual cast.
Yeah, you can. So you sit there for 10 minutes and make sure that it's not,
That doesn't say the casting time is 10 minutes.
that's what a ritual does.
Oh, then yes.
large are these tusks?
These tusks are about 10 feet long.
So yes,
And
it'll take
yes.
10 minutes to cast it.
He has two.
And
No,
there's two.
there's a lot more. Isn't there?
There-
But
There's
he's
little ones.
got little tiny ones on his back that you could also pull out.
About the same size as the ones that we already collected, or
There's gonna be, there will be 5 of the small ones that are worth about 20, and then there's gonna be, 7 of the larger ones that are worth 35. And then you've got the 2 big ones that you haven't set a price on. Plus, you gave up 3 from the trading with the Gale of Dur.
Yeah, so we had 5 remaining on the.
Did we take them all down there?
No, we only took. No, we had 10. We only took 5.
Okay, so we
So
still
we have gave
7 plus 7. And
Nope,
then
7 plus 5. Oh no, the large.
Yeah,
You're right.
14
Sorry.
large.
14 large.
14 large, 5 small, and 2 very large ones that we haven't set a price for.
Yep.
I got the money, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have the money. Or we
No, man, I got the
This
math
thing is
figured out.
already
But
Remember,
I would say you
35
guys
for
spent
large
a
ones.
good amount of
35.
time getting all of these things off.
Can before we do that, can I know if the gentle repose did anything this time? Now that the
Yes, it works perfect.
okay,
As
then
how it was intended to work.
then Cedric will tell the group to not start collecting these things yet, and that gentle repose will keep the body whole for 10 days. We saw the ocean as well now.
Yes.
We see the ocean. We can transport his body by sea.
Wow.
The entire body.
Brilliant.
The entire body by sea and get a larger reward.
As you are also saying this, you see rock formation, and it creates what looks to be in the distance near where the lake area is, or the ocean is.
Okay.
You see a small kind of pond create itself, and as it finishes creating and animating into life, you see it sort of like dig rivers through it,
Sick.
and it starts to pool its way towards you guys as well.
So we can float it down the river.
I need all of you to give me a perception check with the stones that are protruding from the ground.
Ooh, I actually rolled a decent one. So you might have a negative.
Nat 20.
13.
14.
24.
16.
Okay.
Everyone.
I'm gonna say collective effort. You guys, I'll get to the next one. You guys, notice that the stones are, as you guys find this and you're looking at it, you can go over and grab a bit of like fresh water and start to like drink up after this large battle and prepare to like harvest this thing, or transport it. You guys look around and these stones have each and every single one of your faces carved into them.
Wait, the stones that popped up?
Yeah.
Large stones?
Yeah.
Like how big? Like the little stones that are big.
They're kind of like monoliths.
Okay.
So they're about 5 to 10 feet in height, but at the top of each one is everyone's face. Gax.
The entire group or each rock is a face?
Each rock has a face of someone from your group.
I do like a
And
history check.
so I will say Gax notices these as well, and he can read in Druidic. And so what he would find is that each one has a message that was inscribed into these stones from, he presumes to be his father, that says, go out into the middle of the pool and speak what matters to you most.
For each of us?
No, just him.
Oh.
Gax?
I don't even think Gax would probably tell you guys. He may whisper it in a passing by to Aragar, but as he sort of wades out into the water, Gax would probably say, family. And you would see instantly this whirl and swirl as you, Nixel, would then notice that he is creating some sort of portal. And as the swirling and whirling finally finishes, Gax steps out of the water, and out from the pool rises another kind of like, it looks kind of like Elder Clay's style rock, like flint. It rises up and creates this, like a classic portal-looking feature. And on it, it says the generational pool. And it lights. You see flame. And then a structure with like a pinkish hue that you would walk through if you chose to.
Everyone can walk through it?
Do we see that, or
I
is
mean,
it further
this
out?
is-
When?
craziness to you. The only one that would notice this as being anything related to a portal would be Nixel.
Cedric will say, "What is this?" to everyone.
Can we do like history check and stuff in here with all those other stones? Like I have this echo stone has that echo memory and then also advantage on history checks in those environments.
100%. Give me a history
Let's
check.
light it up. Wait, so the echo memory though, is that its own thing? Because the other thing says advantage of history checks in those environments, or is it the same thing?
Same thing.
Okay, that's better. 18.
18. As you go up to, you're going up to the
stones that have all our
with the
faces
faces?
and all that stuff in that little cavern area.
You put this, you walk up to the stone. You're not quite sure necessarily how to use it, but like you put it towards the stone and it starts to vibrate and as you let go for a second, it still hovers there in midair. And what happens next is you see an echo of time happen, where the surrounding area around you changes with the seasons, and you can see clearly a man standing there, the same astral projection that you had seen within the Felspar conglomerate's hideout, and he is individually chiseling each face into the stone. This is Gosk Arad, Gex's father.
Oh, Lord.
And then the glitch stops and the rock falls.
Each face being our faces?
Yeah, he's chiseling all of our faces into these rocks like it was showing time.
The only one able to check on this would be you. Give
Check on
me a nature check. Moonstone dragons are known to be dreamers. They're obviously from the Fey realm, but they deal in time and they deal in visions. Between him and Lendis together, they were a powerful combination, and he had foresight, the gift of foresight. So whatever he did in his life, unless it was altered by some magical means, he had a way of telling what could happen and who his son could meet.
Did we all see that? Like that was the whole one.
Yep,
same
that
thing.
was all
Okay.
out.
And we recognized it was the same.
The same image, yeah, but this time it was in full color.
Alright, but we know who it is. We don't have
Yep.
to, like,
Oh wait, we saw that vision of the stone, not just Ares.
It created this echo of time.
Cedric would walk up to the one that looks like him and he goes, "It's a good attempt, but they never get the nose
Why are you focusing on such a superficial detail?
The way you said detail. was
the way
great.
he just.
Sorry, I handle trauma with comedy. Then Cedric's gonna walk over to like what is the portal, but he doesn't know what it is, and then he's gonna point at like, does anyone know what this thing is?
No, but it looks like some kind of gateway or doorway.
The moment he says gateway or doorway, this might bite me in the ass. just gonna poke his head through, not walk through.
Oh
but
my
poke
god.
his
Not
head
even
through.
a.
Poke your head through.
Not even a finger, a hand, your whole head.
Actually, you're right.
Well, how
No,
could he say-
no,
No,
you
no,
did
no,
it.
no,
You
you're right.
committed.
Yeah,
You
I
committed.
did.
So
You
as you
did.
poke your head through, you feel the strangest sensation of someone like, you know, like when a vacuum cleaner sucks your hair? It's that feeling.
Oh no!
As your face goes kind of like wet. It's just like water hitting you in the face.
Okay.
And the rest of you is still back, but what your head sees as you poke through is you're about 500 feet from Port Fisher, and it's just over Cleft Hill.
And there's no one else around.
No one around. It just seems to be some sort of lagoon.
Lagoon.
Yeah.
Okay, I
On
go.
the outskirts of
I
Port
go
Fisher.
the rest of the way through. My whole body.
All right, so you pass through. Your clothes get all soaking wet.
Oh,
As you pull yourself out,
when I'm all wet,
you see Cedric straight up vanish at this point.
I take a handkerchief that's way too small to be a towel and try to wet as much as I can off.
And you are on dry land, and 500 feet away from you, you can see the gates of Port Fisher.
Is this on the path? Does Cedric know where he's at in terms of? Is this the path that they take out?
This is on the other side.
This was as if they would have done a big loop or something.
So you went out the east gate. This would be on the west side.
Okay.
Yeah. So on your right is the bay or ocean that
Yes.
you came into, the Gulf.
Cedric doesn't want to get all wet again. Cedric goes, oh. And he goes, sticks his head through the portal again. But I guess his head is sticking out.
It's more like you jump into a pool.
Oh, I jumped. Oh,
Yeah, so
the
you-
portal's on the ground.
You went through this way, but you exited this way.
So you had to jump back.
out of a
so I'm
pool.
sticking my head in now like this.
So now you're like dunking your head back in to go down and
Yeah,
out
so
this
that's
way.
so that
Got a little
I'm pulling the hood back so my clothes don't get soaked, and I'm sticking my head back into the portal.
Okay. As you do, once again, you feel that same kind of like suction feeling as all of your clothes are dry.
Wait, so I get stuck all the way through?
You stuck your head through. Well, your face would be dry,
Oh,
and now you just see a head of Cedric coming back out.
What the heck are you doing?
that's a really calm response from what you just saw.
What the heck are you doing? What are we doing?
Well, okay, so I put my head like, guys, it is a gateway. Argar, you're right. Port Fisher's right here. And then I go back out.
As you do that, I'm gonna be like, I know his lazy butt is not gonna stay over there while we drag this freaking big boy through this portal.
Actually, when I suck back out, I sit there for like a minute or two waiting, fully doing what you thought I was gonna do, just waiting.
Take a little sniff of the
Yeah,
toe.
after. I do. And you know what? I'm gonna roll for it, even though no one's around. After
Just a
minutes of it,
privacy.
There's a
My-
nearby squirrel that's just
my
like,
sleight of hand was a 10. If anyone is around to see it.
Squirrel like
that's a squirrel.
Your natural 20, you notice as the pool was. I completely spaced on this, but as the pool was creating itself, the generational pool with the one with the thing in it, down at the center was that opaque purplish gem-looking thing that you would know as labrosite. And that whatever magic, with your nat 20, whatever magic is holding this portal together, that labrosite is what's doing it.
Regular oversight, in this case, bad. But
Do you tell the group this? Or do
As
keep it to
you
yourself?
go away, you see the feldspar conglomerate and Caleb start to strut up.
I pick up the stones.
Who do you walk up to?
Caleb, of course.
He's in the back, so you walk past the elder.
No,
Of course not.
I'm just gonna hold it as they.
What you got there?
These are for Caleb.
Proceed. Caleb walks up. Oh, me brother, you brought me the stones?
Yes. I have picked them off myself.
He does one of these numbers. Rock hand on it, grabs the stones. These are perfect. And he takes what looks to be like a piece of string. He wraps it around and then puts it on around his neck. And he's got a dangling sack of balls.
For your brother.
I'm glad to see you survived.
It was, quite the fight.
You don't look too
Yeah,
badly
it,
hurt.
it was nothing. It was nothing. Glad we did.
We seem to be getting better at this.
And you start charging more.
While everyone is talking about this,
Sure.
I'd like to investigate the area around. I'm looking for labrosite that will not be tied to this specific.
Cool. Hold that thought. It
What's
seems you all make a great team. How should the history books or history tablets keep you?
It seems our history has already been foreseen. But what about the Feldspar conglomerate? What's next for you?
We will continue to maintain the land. They just named me the history keeper. Hence why I ask you what you will name yourself so I can put you down in the tablets. As the great boar destroyers. The nutsack reapers.
Oh my god.
Nutsack
Absolutely
nippers.
not. I'm like, absolutely not. I will not be
Stone
associated.
tossers.
I will leave this group.
The stone crushers.
Could we have a moment to think on this? We've never thought about this.
Sure, I lived for years and years. I have all the time in the world. We will be waiting here.
At this point, can I come back out?
We've had enough huffs.
Well, no, because this whole time, Cedric's just fully been waiting there, being like, "Oh, they'll carry the board." But then after like a minute or two, he's like, "My sword!" And then he goes back to the portal.
Sure, yeah. You jump back through the portal. You're all dry.
I missed all that, obviously.
Splash in the water a little bit, and the elder looks. Ah, there's the other one.
He greetly bows to the elder, but he's kind of too embarrassed to make eye contact with Lemon.
When you jump through the portal again, I'm literally sitting here, arms crossed, like watching.
I'm not sniffing the stuff.
No, because you left, and we're gonna leave us to do all the work. I'm staring you down.
You say this to Cedric?
I'm staring you down. I'm
think
intimidating.
Egg 100% goes. Oh,
Who does?
egg.
Look, I see you staring. What?
You're not gonna help with the boar?
I am. But are we leaving already?
I don't know. You were over there waiting. What were you doing so long?
Say how far it would take to get to port.
Oh, so you were walking all the way to port and back?
My God, no. I am not a never.
Clearly. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna go back to
Did they bring bones with them, or is bones still back at the lobby?
Yeah, I'd say they brought bones along with him. And actually,
They were washing bones.
I think they also brought the cart.
Oh. Oh, nice.
He goes, yeah, I sent Lemon and Egg to go retrieve your cart. I could feel it. Obviously, I can speak to the walls and rocks, and when the terrain changed, well, it became that much clearer to me where you had all left it. Obviously, the terrain changed, so I brought it back down. Well, they did, but
You didn't steal any tusks, did you?
they're all here.
Oh,
All
I'm
seven.
shocked that he was.
Cedric would feel like offended for the Galen for you saying that. Like kind of nudge you, like,
You can count. They're all there. All 7.
All in good fun. Figured you wouldn't.
Give me that investigation check.
Beautiful. It's gonna be a 26.
As you look around the edges of the pool, you investigate the stone structures with the faces. And as you do that, you find tucked in each one in the backside of the rock a small piece that's about a quarter of a pound each. So you would find 7 of those.
And I would know these aren't actually tied to any of the magic around.
No, because the stones don't have any magic.
They're more like vessels. Okay.
The only magic they had was whatever caused them to rise when the shadow curse or whatever what the heck was going on left.
Okay, so I found 7 quarter pound pieces of flaphosite.
Yep.
If I may, I'd like to offer up a piece of my share of the tusks to Caleb Durr here for their future and prosperity.
We would appreciate that.
I
It is a sacred tool for us.
I second the motion.
That is most generous, all of you. We cannot thank you enough for what you've done here. Restoring our home. I pray the fire bloom that has been bestowed upon Gax helps you in your cause. Whatever it is you are to do next, we will be here if you ever need us.
Tell me, do you tend to lion drakes in these parts normally, or were they driven from the lands?
There used to be many more of them. Majestic creatures, vicious but majestic. I used to have a friend. A friend lion drake once. And the beast did him in.
Have you seen any of them recently?
Not in a long time. I haven't seen much recently for multiple years. Ever since this shadow overtook.
Do you think they will naturally re-inhabit the area, or will there need to be other means to get them away from Port Fisher, if I can be so blunt?
It's possible. I mean, if they're around, they will find this area. They're quite fond of some of the greenery in this part. Makes for good nesting. Well, we shouldn't keep you much longer. We live for forever. Y'all do not.
Does anyone have any ideas for a name, I suppose? Because I have one.
A name? Cedric wasn't here for the conversation, so he doesn't know what we're talking about. A name? A name for what? The Ironhide?
For us.
For
For
your
group.
group.
For us.
I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
The balance sponsors.
And she rolls off the tongue.
I'm in favor.
I like it.
I think we need to add something to it besides just the bounce. I think it's a
It'll
start.
be good enough for the rock guy.
The rock histories.
We need
I don't notice any of the dissenting voices.
Lax flare.
Tell me, can the histories be rewritten on stones?
Once they are written in our tablets, well, it is done. Hence why it is sacred. But it would just be our history, not your history.
Gax's father foresaw us coming. Could we not be the foreseen?
You wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't. What didn't I
I'm
see
being
the
a
memory?
stickler.
Didn't I see the memory?
You did see the memory,
Yeah, but only Nixel would know that.
Well, but I saw him draw our faces.
Stones breaks had that power, right?
Yes, that is true.
Oh, so I just well,
So you
where's
saw him like carve our faces, but you wouldn't know any of the properties. So
I just assumed if he saw us coming, he would foreseen. He's literally been seen coming, right?
Yeah, but he only put that together because he knows about Moonstone Drakes. You don't.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that memory was in the past.
You know it's in an echo of the past, but like
but you don't know how.
it doesn't
Okay,
make
yeah,
any
yeah.
sense to you
Yeah, sure.
how he knew because
think
he
I
hasn't
misunderstood.
told you yet.
I see.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, he
I think I
kept that to
misunderstood.
himself. Yeah.
I was in that comment. Never happened.
Well, if it's for the rock histories, perhaps we go with one of their options.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm trying to think of just kryptonite names.
Hey, you guys weren't the ones thinking about it. I was thinking
Wait,
about it the
I'm
entire
trying
time.
to
so.
look at the meaning of this word. Hold on.
Everyone's a critic until they need to make a decision.
Wait. I'm trying to look up this word. Hold on.
This would end up being you guys sitting there for 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
This is like this music while we're like,
That's why I was thinking about it.
You
Like, I
can
don't want us
tell-
to be here all day.
You can tell the DM asked all of us this, and we all forgot.
I think the boulders would all sort of like make themselves into boulders for you to sit on and think.
They're just these would be really good Caleb Durst.
Thinking aloud.
I just lost the meaning that I had. There, like,
Do you need any help moving the boar?
Yes, that would be amazing. Please.
Lemon? Yes, boss? Help them with the boar. Right away, boss. He goes over there, and unlike Caleb, he lifts up about half of this boar by himself.
I'll go and
Picks it up.
boy.
try to grab the other side with him.
Give me a strength check.
Oh no. Can I guidance that?
I mean, yeah. Or you could fucking help.
Our will help. So.
Oh wait, actually, is the
Right.
boar still like flesh and like gore coming out of it?
I mean, yeah, it's not, it's still
Is
kind
it
of
bleeding? Is it wet? Is it
No,
flesh?
not with the gentle repose, I'd say.
Okay, then you won't.
about something to do
Is
with
that advantage, or is that you're gonna?
It's just you guys are all helping, so it makes the DC go down.
Nixel would speak in Draconic now and recommend
Can't understand that.
Fargok Thuriel, which means justice incarnate.
I was gonna say okay, we're like equinox, which means like balance. Going off of what he said, could put different things. Like balance and
grin.
equality.
A grin, big grin, comes on, shows up on Argar's face.
Say what it means again.
Justice.
Fargok Thuriel or something like that. It's like THURIRL, and it means justice incarnate.
In Draconic.
In Draconic.
What were your strength checks?
So, I was at 18. 13.
Yeah, with both of you working together, you heave the other end and you just lift it up. It's a little tough. I mean, it's heavy as crap. But you manage to slowly like bring it towards the pool. Are you planning to do the portal, or are you going to go figure out a boat situation? What are you
I was
doing?
going to say, we do have the question of the.
We do have the question of the lateral site. We
This-
know what it can be used for. We don't know what the Great Withers want with it.
This portal leads, was at 500 feet from Port Fisher?
Yeah.
This portal leads 500 feet from Port Fisher. If the Gale of Dirges want to help us move it just into the portal, we can have the townspeople come, or even the guards come, and help us out.
I hope we take it to the portal.
I
I
do,
wa-
however, walk up to Gax and be like, "Do you still think you can help me come back for my sword?"
Yes.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Excellent. No, I'm not gonna say that.
I strongly disagree with giving the Grey Withers anything, even if we could make a buck from it.
I agree.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll-
I don't want to make any decisions about anything with the Grey Withers.
Maybe it'll get them to talk. It's enough leverage as they need it.
But it's a powerful substance.
Well,
isn't
we're
it?
not actually gonna give it to them. We just
Then
get them,
how
bring
would
them
they
to
talk?
the table.
Then how would they talk if you don't give it to them?
Well, I'm not giving it to them until they talk, and then when they do talk, we don't give them anything.
And what if they say we're not talking until we get the labrosite?
Well, and say
They don't
screw
need
you.
to know that we have
You
the
must not need it
labrosite.
real bad.
I think that our
You're-
presence
you're-
back in Port Fisher will create enough problems for us with the Grey Withers.
Bosco, your gall never ceases to amaze me.
We were sent here.
He's an opportunist.
We weren't meant to return.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Darley needs that labrosite, and I'm gonna chisel that out.
Darley, I can get behind. The Grey Withers.
I think you get Foxfire to a negotiating table so we can find out what's up with all this. And then we con him.
I think perhaps presenting the boar at the front gates will brandish us enough attention to maybe get a meeting naturally with representatives of the fort.
Let's not forget that our information or fact-finding contract was meant to be stealthy.
They don't know we have any tie to Macy Shadowmouse yet. Not unless we reveal that directly.
I wouldn't assume that they don't know. They seem like they have eyes everywhere.
You're not
And
working
what-
alone.
I do understand that, but how does us going after the board connect us to Macy directly?
It doesn't. It just makes us more visible by our deeds. I'm not saying it's still something we can't do, but we all need to go forward knowing we'll have greater eyes on us.
I'm not disagreeing. I think it could play to our benefit.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, greater eyes on it, I think, in a way, instead of us trying to find them, it will draw them to us.
Guys, we gotta take the labrosite.
Like,
However
a bit
we
more.
use it, we gotta take it. When are we gonna see this again?
I'm still saying about the
I-
labrosite. I thought y'all already.
I don't think we should get
Okay.
No, I'm
you
not
took
saying
it?
Oh,
give
no,
it
no,
to
I'm
them.
saying, like, you guys took it, though, right? You guys have it.
Wait,
I took it.
I thought it was in the
Oh, you
rock.
got the labrosite already?
Right, so
I didn't
you-
tell anyone I got the labrosite.
Oh, then let's just take it. Let's
Yeah,
go. We
he
don't
would've
have to give it to
finagled
him.
his way
Oh, it wasn't
out
like
there.
embedded.
Oh, then We're all good to go. Let's go.
But he didn't. He just said he didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, so we don't know he has powers.
Oh. Should we know that there was other Labrasite?
No, only Nixon will do.
What a sneak.
It's not
Fair,
too
you
nasty.
don't know I'm a sneak.
I'm interested in
Gonna get dirty
Labrasite
if he
too. I
starts
might
trying
take
to
a walk
mess
over
around,
there.
like even still
Oh,
making deals.
you did the
we find out.
At this point, Cedric would be,
No,
and it's
you.
unfortunately Gax isn't here, but Cedric would be hashing out the details with Gax of trying to go back to the sword as opposed to going directly back to Punisher.
I think Gax would pretty much be ignoring you most of the time.
Lovely.
After he said yes, because he's fascinated with the plant structures and everything that's going on.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
a toy store for him,
Cedric thinks he's listening, so he's still talking.
and he's just writing it all down.
All right. So
I
what
know
do
that
you do?
Gax is not, but I'm amused by this. Well, is
Kayla
that
walks
the
up once more. History? Name?
My recommendation is Vargak Thuria.
I second that.
That sounds different than what you just said. You had a whole slew. I'm not like putting in a lisp and everything else what you said before. That sounded shorter.
It's hard to say.
Well, I'm saying I don't want no hard name. I don't even speak Draconic. So like you're telling me something I don't even. I'm
It's
just using,
basically
like,
Vargak Thuria.
right, but I'm saying what I hear. I don't hear.
Means justice incarnate.
Let's call it justice and
But can it represent all of us if we don't all speak the language?
It's not representative of us. It's representative of.
When we're hearing that, what does it sound like to people who don't speak Draconic? That's what I want to know. Does it sound like the word, or does it sound like
It's
roaring?
just
Like,
rough and guttural.
does it even make sense for someone who doesn't
What
understand?
would that mean? Do you have your own?
They don't know what
language?
Draconic is either.
Do you have
Your
your
own
own?
language.
You're the elemental.
Yeah, we speak primordial.
Oh,
Well, then why don't we ask? Yeah,
may
ask.
I ask you what justice incarnate means? Tell me, and I speak primordial, actually.
Oh shit, you do.
You want me to speak to you in my ancient tongues?
I just know what it sounds like.
Oh, I speak it.
You speak it.
I say, yes,
Oh
I
my
do
gosh.
in primordial.
Well, what do you want me to speak?
Justice.
Rocco Mastros.
Monstrous. It's what would we call
The Rock Masters.
rock masters. I said I was gonna be a rock king.
Well, I do like the primordial idea. I don't know if I like rock master.
I love rock masters.
As long as it translates to justice incarnate, I'm good with it.
What is justice incarnate in
Rock masters.
Jugo Imbaba.
Oh, we're getting off.
We've lost our minds.
We're like, no. This is even further from what I originally said. Like, what does it sound like? Who doesn't speak it? Now we're just even different.
Literally the grunting point.
Cedric will. Oh, yeah, turn around and
Put it in your histories.
As what? That?
Yes.
No, that was better than that. Even though I
It is
can't
for
understand
the
it.
rock people.
No.
We're the rock
It's for
masters.
people.
I don't think that's really what he's saying. He's making us come up with a name.
rock.
Group.
Well,
From
Basically.
there on, so I.
basically, the idea is justice incarnate. Yes or no? It can be translated to any language you want.
Yeah. Again, he said this was a history for the rock people. If we want to change it later on, that's fine.
Sure,
the
but
rock guys.
let's.
We need a vote for this right now.
I'm fine with it.
justice incarnate is cool. I just don't know if I want it to be in Frederick.
Well, then we'll use.
In primordial, I think, for them.
Say
It's
it
for
again in
their own-
primordial.
It can be in common. I'm fine.
Jugo Imbaba.
Drugo Imbaba. Okay. I thought it was Imbaba.
This
So is
sounds.
that what I'm writing down in Caleb's ivory tablet?
I guess. His,
Real cool.
that sounds better than saying common justice incarnate.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Here comes justice incarnate. I mean, he had better names, so like what he said sounds better than common. Like what was it?
Thargak career.
Everyone, welcome back
It's
to
still
Port
hard to
Visher.
say.
Justice
Justice.
Smashes it all into the tablet, and he carves a little symbol that best represents justice incarnate.
Square. I was gonna think like scales.
Nah, it's just scribbles because it's an old freaking rock.
I was gonna say it's kind of looks like one of those like motes of star that was there, and then there's 7 points coming out from it.
Ah, that's cool.
7 fragments.
And he shows it to you all. You like it? You like it?
Most excellent craftsmanship.
What was it? I don't know. It was what?
It's
It
like
was 7 points?
it's like a mote, like that star mote, and then 7 points coming out from it. It's almost sun-like, but
I just give it.
Oh, I can get
Why
behind
not?
it at this point. Oh, look.
all right. Well, let's get you on out of here to your next adventure together. I'm sure you all will have many.
Did you say that the lava site around the pool was disconnected from everything? Like in the water?
The lava site.
So not the stuff that's like directly connected to the portal.
No, the others were in the stones.
I know that, but I thought you said there was some in the pool. And then
As you guys heave ho Ironhide through the portal, and you guys start to move your way through it, I think as you guys are pushing it through, you see the rest of the Gaelic door sort of just waving, and Caleb is there, and he's just waving at you guys. Bye. Bye-bye. See you again, maybe. As you guys cross through the other side, you end up all drenched and wet. As you pull yourselves out of what looks to be a pool. And Nixon, you find yourself in the same lagoon you used to show up here. And that's where we will end our session tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming along with us. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. We are Wicked Initiative, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Ooh.